Red Devil football is live for the 2018 season on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Catch every regular season and postseason contest right here at your home for Red Devil sports. With the opening kickoff quickly approaching, let's head to the booth for pregame coverage. Welcome in pregame here at Spike Van Noy Stadium in Cody, Wyoming, where it is week 5 and week 2, most importantly, in the conference season. Evanston 4-0 on the season, Cody 3-1. Evanston just getting by Powell, Cody conversely losing to the upstart Jackson team, which is one of just 3 undefeated teams left in 3A. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. tonight, and we have some great pregame coverage leading you up to that. You're listening to Red Devil football pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
As we look ahead to tonight's matchup on the Red Devil pregame show, we'll let you know how we see things coming up as we set the scene for tonight's game. This is Red Devil football pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. Pregame show. We'll let you know how we see things coming up as we set the scene for tonight's game. This is Red Devil football pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Welcome into Spike Van Noy Field again. Sorry for the brief time off, as had to fix a couple of audio issues and then just that little muted spot right there fixing one more. So I think we're good to go. Jake Hibbert joining you for a brisk Friday night in Cody, Wyoming, north of the border in Montana and a little bit east. I-90 was closed down today briefly for some snowstorms, and even though the skies here are clear, winter doesn't feel that far away. In the last week of September, we start the second half of the high school football season, and tonight in Park County, we have the marquee matchup in all of 3A. There are just 3 undefeated teams left, and after a 27-7 loss last week to Jackson in a game where many around the Cody program say their team, well, really never showed up, the Broncs are on the outside looking in on that undefeated group. The win vaulted 4-0 Jackson to number 2 in the coaches and media poll and dropped Cody from number 1 all the way down to number 5. Evanston comes into the home of the Broncs, Spike Van Noy Stadium, still unbeaten after a 29-7 home win over Powell. The Devils looked anything but crisp early and trailed 7-6 at the half before sparking off a 23-point run. Now comes the game marked on Evanston's calendar since day 1 of training camp, a road contest against the defending state champions. Senior linebackers Pablo Escalante and Riley Griggs combined for 29 tackles, 9 of which came by way of loss of yardage last week against Powell, and they need to be in similar form tonight as they will go up against a double wing set led by junior running back Charlie Boudry. Cody has its own running back to worry about in Tyus Cornea, who comes into tonight 137 yards shy of the 1,000-yard mark. Last year's matchup at K-Fackrell Stadium with these two teams didn't really offer too much for Red Devil fans. Well, let's see what's in store for tonight. take a look around what else is going on in 3A today. This would have been another marquee matchup if not for an early loss, and that was one against Powell 2 weeks ago. Douglas is being hosted by number 1 Torrington. That game kicks off at 7 p.m. We do have a couple of 6 o'clock kickoffs, so bear with me for just a second if we can see if we can get any updates on scores for them. And not sure if that is going to happen. Warland is at Rollins. That game also kicks off at 7 p.m. Of course, we're here at Spike Van Noy Field with number 5 versus number 3. We thought it may be number 1 versus number 2 or number 3, depending on where the Red Devils were. Evanston stayed pat at the number 3 ranking for this week. Of course, with the loss, Cody drops all the way down to number 5. And early in the first quarter, number 2 Jackson is in a 0-0 tie with Green River. That game at Green River. Star Valley at Powell. That game is also at 0-0 in the second quarter. Star Valley comes in ranked number 4 in the matchup. And then the other 3A contest happening this week, Lander is at Riverton. Kind of a home contest for both of those teams, just 30 miles away and well south of where we are in Cody, halfway between Evanston and this Park County town. Riverton on a 4-game winning streak in that one. I think that may be broken tonight, but we will have to see. 7 o'clock kickoff for all of those games. 7 o'clock kickoff here tonight, and we are about 32 minutes away from that. Let's take a break now and come back with the and continue on pregame coverage on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
You're invited to browse through the store at Kazine's Ace Hardware in Evanston. You'll find vacuums and cleaning supplies, everything you need for your next painting project. A full line of electrical products, bolts, screws, hand tools, power tools, bathroom fixtures, and plumbing supplies. Plus everything else you need to take care of your lawn and garden, from lawnmowers to fertilizer. Once you finish all your projects, you can sit down on the comfortable patio furniture and barbecue on your new Weber or Traeger grill that you could also find at Kazine's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Kazine's Ace Hardware on Front Street in Evanston.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
Welcome back to Red Devil pregame coverage here at Spike Van Noy Stadium. We're getting closer to tonight's kickoff, and when we come back, we will hear from Tara Lawler, head coach for the Evanston Lady Red Devil volleyball team. Coach Lawler has a conference game coming up tomorrow in Evanston that we're going to try to get back and cover, and that's going to be against Jackson in the 3rd conference matchup of the season. Evanston is 1-1 on the conference season, and with a win tomorrow can get back up above 500. This is Red Devil pregame football coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
We have a match tomorrow back here at Red Devil Gymnasium against Jackson, back into conference play. We're going to try to bring you that one on the radio. That's the plan, to get back from football. After a game against Mountain View, what were your reactions? What were your takeaways? How did you feel throughout that?
Well, we looked at the stats, and they didn't look too sharp. Our hitting efficiency was not anywhere where we'd like to see it. But we did have some positives. We served 75 serves with 2 missed serves out of the total, so that's obviously a positive. We only had 3 aces, but anytime you can have more aces than missed serves, and to serve that many, that was a great statistic for us. One thing we noticed too was our Kaylee Critchfield served 20 times and Kaylee Sharp served 21 times, and they are in rotations 1 and 6, and so that just showed that as we would cycle through our rotation, it wanes as you go deeper in the rotation. And so it's a good reminder for us that our middle servers need to be a little more aggressive, but it shows us the strength of each rotation, and so we're building on that. We had an all-time high of blocks. I think Kaylee Sharp had 6 solo blocks, so that was nice to see. And our defense overall, we had a team high of digs, and so we did have some nice parts. Our defense definitely, I think, won that game for us. It wasn't our offense.
You had Natalie Robbins come back, and we're hopeful that she can make it throughout the entire season. We know she's playing a little bit hurt, and she just wants to play because, as she said, no one wants a mad Natalie on the bench, and so she's going to be out on the court. She was playing right side, and I've always seen her play middle, and it looks like there's a little bit of adjustment time needed. You get 3 practices this week to help with that, and then you get about another month before you go into regionals. What's that shift like from one position to the next?
That's a good question. She's athletic enough that I think it still is relatively fluid for her. She was a right side this summer at team camp at UVU, and we kind of thought we liked her better in the middle. But we think with just protecting her knee and saving her for basketball, being on the right might be a better spot for her right now. We'll see how her knee develops and the strength goes as the season goes on. But that's exactly what we're doing. We're spending the 3 days in between games and matches working on individual rotations so we can get that connection between she and the setter. But it's not just Natalie. All of our hitters, especially after Mountain View's match, we need more connection with the setters and to find out our timing and get kind of a little bit more versatile in the types of sets instead of just the regular high and outside or quick in the middle. There's other things that our hitters can hit. We've seen them do it, so we need to be able to implement those in the matches.
So for next week, we have homecoming. We have a couple of inter-region matches with Riverton and Cody. Riverton earlier in the week, and then you also have Kemmer next week too, don't you?
So if I'm correct, I think October 4th is Kemmer with our C team and JV. It could be our freshman and C team. And then on the 5th, we have I believe it's Cody first. And we just have JV and varsity. And then on Saturday is Riverton, and they're bringing 3 teams, freshman, JV, and varsity. And our C team is going to the Bear Lake JV tournament.
And the homecoming game has been moved up, I'm told, at 4 o'clock for varsity, so it'll kind of coincide with the parade, but for people that want to come watch both matches for homecoming, they can do so, with football being at 7, volleyball preceding at 4.
Absolutely, yep. So JV, as I understand, is at 3 o'clock and varsity at 4, and then that way the kids can hopefully get a win under their belt and then go and support the football players.
Have we done this before? Have you ever moved it up, or is this kind of new territory since you've been here?
Since I've coached, I've never missed the parade. We've always had a float in the parade, and so I think this is relatively new to have a game actually on homecoming. We've had many homecoming Saturdays where we're trying to get back from the Star Valley tournament, I think, remembering girls curling their hair with cordless curling irons and hairspray in the bus and trying to get ready for the dance. But I don't necessarily remember a game on homecoming.
As you kind of get figured into the conference, you're after Jackson, you'll have gone through your conference one full time. Are you kind of getting used to it a little bit of, okay, these are the conference games, these are the inter-region games? Is it starting to make a little more sense than at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the girls are realizing, and this last Tuesday game against Mountain View was kind of proof. No matter what, whether it's a conference game or a non-conference game, it matters because we're continually growing and learning. And even though I didn't like our attack percentage, we were down, as you know, 10-0 in that third set. And we were able to come back and fight and claw our way back. And we won, and that's a great confidence boost. So I think they're looking at every time we get out on the court, whether it's practice or games, we got to put our best foot out there because that's how we're raising the bar for us week after week. And it was nice to be able to have kind of a test to see how we compare to Mountain View that first competition week in Cokeville compared to now. And so hopefully we're raising the bar, and we're definitely raising the sound in the background because we're trying to get our girls to talk more.
Well, good luck for that, and we'll talk to you on Saturday when we do make it back. Evanston versus Jackson at 1 p.m. Coach Lawler, thank you.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you to Tara Lawler for joining us as we get you set for tonight's kickoff here at Spike Van Noy Stadium. Coming up next, we'll visit with the coaches of tonight's team on the Pat Fackrell Pregame Coaches Show. You're listening to Red Devil pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive here in Evanston.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Throughout life, we celebrate the important milestones with jewelry, like graduation with a class ring, a watch for Father's Day, wedding sets for the bride and groom, a strand of pearls for your sweet 16, mother's rings to celebrate family. Commemorate these milestones working side by side with your personal jeweler at Sievers Jewelers. When you want to say, I want this moment to last forever, say it with Sievers. Sievers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Nobody sees the game quite the way the coaches do, so in a few minutes we'll talk to opposing coach Matt McFadden. And after that we'll talk to Red Devil head coach Pat Fackrell to get his thoughts on tonight's game. This is Red Devil pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com. If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Joined by Matt McFadden, head coach for the Cody Broncs. Coming off of last week's loss, what did you work on and what did you want to see your team respond better than they did in that first conference matchup?
We got back to fundamentals. Really thought we struggled with communication and just dealing with some adversity. We had some early adversity in that game, didn't handle it very well. So we focused on some situational football and how do you handle when you give up 6, on a special teams player or when you're pinned deep on a punt. And then just some basic fundamentals. We felt we got a little bit, we got a little outside our comfort zone and getting back to what we were comfortable with.
What's the focus level been like this homecoming week?
It's been great. It's been great. I to be honest, at practice, there was times I completely forgot it's homecoming week, which is a good thing for our kids. They were extremely focused and one of the best weeks of practice we've had.
You never want to have a loss, but do you think maybe the fact that this team really came back with a new drive after getting knocked around by Jackson kind of took away that homecoming distraction?
Yeah, sometimes a loss is a good thing. We found that out last year. We got punched in the face by Jackson, and I'm anxious to see how we'll respond because, you learn a lot from a loss.
I was looking back to last year's team, and really the only difference between a Week 1 conference loss this year and a Week 2 and 3 conference loss last year was last year everyone was looking at Star Valley and Green River. This year everyone was kind of looking at your team. You lost in all 3 games last year and then came back and beat Douglas, team that you'd lost to. You beat Star Valley. What was that turnaround like from a loss in the conference season when you saw them in the playoffs again? Where did your team find the moments to respond?
Well, last year we just focused on the process of getting a little bit better each week, and our kids never hit the panic button. Really put the process over the outcome, and the outcome wasn't what we wanted in some of those games early on, but the process was. We continued to get better, and we knew we were a good team. We just had to clean things up. So, we're hoping that Jackson loss is going to be similar. We still feel we're a good team. We made a lot of mistakes in that Jackson game, and we need to clean that up and correct them.
It's been cold here since I got here in Cody. I don't think it's hit 50 degrees yet. This is what it's been like all week?
70 and sunny. This is beautiful in Cody. Yeah. It's been, fall's here. It's been football weather this week, so.
It's not been like this in Evanston. It is significantly colder up here. Man, what's going on?
Home field advantage.
All right, Coach McFadden, good luck.
Cool, thanks.
That was head coach Matt McFadden of the Cody Broncs. As we get closer to tonight's kickoff, we will hear from Pat Fackrell in just a bit. This is Red Devil pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at My Local Radio.
Uintah County School District No. 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uintah County School District No. 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uintah County School District No. 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515. If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up, the rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll hear from Pat Fackrell, head coach for your Evanston Red Devils. And after that, we'll have starting lineups and the opening kickoff here at Spike Van Noy Field. This is Red Devil pregame coverage on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
I'm back with Coach Pat Fackrell, and we talked about it a bit after the game on Friday, but last week's win over Powell was really one of those tests where you finally get a break open in the second half, and it came by way of a 71-yard touchdown pass that gave you the lead. And I knew something had to be up because I saw how long Coach Moore was out there talking to Seth prior to the play. Now, I didn't know it was going to work that well, and I'm sure you guys didn't either. And all those times that you, as a coach, want something to work and it doesn't, what's it feel like when it goes just according to plan like that?
Well, I think all game, I think we could kind of see that our receivers were kind of getting behind their defensive backs. We just weren't really converting the passes the way we needed to. You know, to come out of a timeout and put Cody in get him in a mismatch with a linebacker, line him up at the tight end, you know, kind of gave us a chance. And he runs well. We put the ball out there nice and to make a catch, and it did. It kind of really changed the momentum a little bit for us in that second half, and we needed that. We had our opportunities earlier. Just weren't able to kind of convert on some things, made some mental mistakes. But I was really pleased with the effort, you know, the attitude our kids came out of after halftime, that kind of ferocious, vicious, want to get after it a little bit because we weren't playing very well. And to kind of see that change in our kids was very good. And to come out of there playing a very physical PAL team was important.
Do you feel like you have the kids' attention after a game like that where they come out victorious, but it really was a good introduction to how tough this conference season is going to be?
I think so, and I think our kids knew that. I think going in, our kids knew that PAL was going to be quite a challenge. You know, they had just come off a big win against Douglas. But I think it was still kind of the speed of the game, the physicality of the game. I don't think we were quite ready for early. Wasn't executing very well, not doing the things that we're capable of doing, and then after halftime coming out and our kids really seeing, you know, if we just do it this way, good things will happen. I think the kids kind of maybe is an eye-opener that way.
Everyone knows Cody's got that double wing offense that they've been running successfully for a little while. For you, as you prepare for a week, is as much of a challenge preparing for that double wing, just also making sure your kids stay focused on, most importantly, what they have to do and not worry so much about what Cody's doing?
Well, and that's what we're going to have to do. Is it's going to be a game of just fundamentals. Defensively, you have to stay home, you have to make your reads, and you have to tackle well. They've got a very fast kid in the Boudry kid. You know, they like to try to get him on the edge and use a little play action, try to get him vertical. And so we're going to have to kind of know where he's at from their little fly sweep stuff that they do out of the double wing. They've got a good inside power game, and it's just going to be really important to read our keys and stay fundamentally sound defensively.
Unfortunately, we finally had a little bit of injuries happen in that last week's game, but fortunately it doesn't seem like it's anything that's going to end anyone's season or year or anything like that. Can you give us an update on Mason Erickson and how he's doing? We saw him with the ankle wrapped after the game.
Well, he'll just have to get a sprained ankle, just lots of treatment, and hopefully we get him back as soon as possible. The bonus was it wasn't broken. Broken always is probably the season ending, and Mason's a tough kid, and we'll get him back as soon as we can. And I know he'll fight to get back. He's an integral part and has been playing good football. So just lots of treatment.
Coach Fackrell, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
This has been the Pat Fackrell pregame coaches show, and we're just about set for kickoff. We'll lead you off with starting lineups to set you up for the first quarter when we come back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video streaming online at mylocalradio.com.
1 in 5 Americans suffer from allergies found in indoor air, which can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. 307 service experts can clean the ductwork in your home and improve your indoor air quality. On average, over 15,000 house fires annually cause 300 injuries and 30 deaths, started because of clogged dryer vents. 307 service experts can clean your ductwork, making it safer. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. 307 service experts, just one call to fix it all. 307-789-6716.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Have you been saying no to wearing your jewelry because of a missing stone, a broken chain, or a ring that's just too small? Or are you interested in redesigning your ring altogether? Jeff at Seavers Jewelers can repair or create almost all jewelry at extremely competitive prices. Jewelry is supposed to be worn. Bring it to Seavers Jewelers today for a free cleaning and any repairs it might need. Say yes to wearing your jewelry. Say it with Seavers. Seavers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
See the Evanston Red Devils lined up right now, getting set for the national anthem. Cody over on the south end zone doing the same. So not sure if we'll have time for all of the starters, but what we can tell you is that Cody won the toss. They deferred, so Evanston will receive, and they will receive back at that north end zone heading south where Cody will be defending. Put first the Cody Bronx defense, since that's what it'll be starting as. Defensive line, Nathan Hunt, Jeff Williams, Jackson Morris, and Keith Connor. Outside linebacker, Matt Sandoval. Middle linebacker, Braden Pauley, and outside linebacker, Paul Lavera. Cornerbacks, Tristan Blatt and Hunter Hayes. Safeties, Charlie Boudry and Jacoby Vipperman. 5.5 minutes before the opening kickoff. Still waiting for that national anthem. Looks like the band will probably be the ones playing it, you would assume. Don't see any signs for them yet. Evanston's starting to get a little more disheveled as they've been waiting in line for about 4 or 5 minutes. Evanston will start on offense and be led out by third-year starting quarterback Seth Lloyd. Comes in to this contest right at 50% completion percentage. Looks like we may be getting closer to that national anthem. Running back Tyus Cornea comes in 137 yards shy of the 1,000-yard mark. 12 touchdowns on the season as well already. Career year for him, and setting up for one for the record books if he can continue this pace. Fullback Pablo Escalante, and at receivers you've got Cody Smith, Rigdon Wagstaff, and Chris Perriman. Angel Rodriguez, kind of a do-it-all man at running back and receiver. And we will give you the rest of the Red Devil starters when we come back, as it looks like they are getting set for the national anthem. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Homecoming night at Spike Van Noy Field here in Cody, Wyoming.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Almost set for kickoff here at Spike Van Noy Stadium, and both teams getting announced as a team. Evanston just going to the sideline. Cody will come out of the side end zone, the south end zone, and break through a banner that says, I think, Cody Bronx or Homecoming, something along those lines. But they will also be announced as a team, so probably pretty close to our 7 o'clock kickoff, maybe just a minute behind to clean up the mess and get everyone off the field after that. Loud home announcer announcing the Bronx right now here on their homecoming night. Let's give you once again your starters for the Evanston Red Devils. Seth Lloyd coming out 23 of 46, 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 365 yards to the air. His favorite receiver and a recipient of 3 of those 6 touchdowns, Cody Smith, 10 receptions for 215 yards. Rigdon Wagstaff, Chris Perriman, also heavy factors into the receiving game as well. Mentioned Tyus Cornea and his 863 yards and 12 touchdowns on the year. Pablo Escalante, 20 attempts for 131 yards. He's slowed a little bit as of late, but still averaging almost 6.5 yards per carry. Rigdon Wagstaff, mentioned him. Angel Rodriguez will be a backup running back and a slot receiver as well. We'll see him in a variety of positions, both offensively and defensively. And then the offensive line for the Red Devils, 3 seniors and 2 juniors. The juniors at the guard positions, left guard Sean Knighton and right guard Jesus Quintero. Left tackle Ethan Moyer, right tackle Bridger Barker, and at the center of it all, Brendan Thompson. Senior, 5'9", 195. Evanston set to receive. Angel Rodriguez and Cody Smith, the deep men. Evanston is all lined up. Cody's still in the huddle, setting up to kick off. Kickoff specialist is listed as Devin Brown, junior for this Bronx team. But I'm not sure that he's the one that's going to be doing it today. It looks like instead it's Jackson Guile, who is their regular place kicker. Take a quick look and a reminder for me to get my binoculars out for today. assuming I packed them. There is not a number 14 listed on the Cody roster, so luckily I was able to get that from Tim Anderson, the Cody radio play-by-play man. Yes, it is Jackson Guile, the kickoff specialist for today, or at least this kick. And Devin Brown, 2 players to the right of him. Opening kick is a squib right up the middle. Dropped through back to the 15-yard line, picked up by Smith. Headed to his right. Tries to find a seam at the 25-yard line. Good gang tackling by the Cody Broncs. And the Red Devils will start their opening drive. 25 yards away from their end zone, 75 yards from pay dirt. There comes the offensive line out to play for the Evanston Red Devils. Mentioned the 4-man front for Cody coming in. Nathan Hunt, the left end, and on the right end, Keith Connor in the middle, Jeff Williams and Jackson Morris. 2 seniors, 2 juniors. Shotgun set, screen pass set up to Rodriguez, completed at the 22-yard line. Running up the far sideline to the 35, brought down at the 42-yard line, and maybe brought down by the face mask. A big gain on the first play from scrimmage for the Red Devils. Gain of 17 yards on the first play, and a quick screen pass right out of the gates, and Evanston trying to do a little bit of shocking early for this Cody team. Angel Rodriguez, we mentioned, we're going to see him in a variety of positions, similar to what we saw Hunter Grohl run last year as a running back and also a receiver in the slot. 2 backs in the shotgun set, 1 receiver on either side. Riley Griggs, the tight end, to the right. Handoff goes to the right side. Cornea takes it at the 42-yard line, pushes forward at the 43 before being brought back, ripped back from behind by Nathan Hunt, who gives him a help up off the ground. Gain of 1 yard on first down and 10 for Tyus Cornea. Makes it 2nd and 9. I've already gone ahead. I've mentioned this in several broadcasts. I've got 19 rushes in the stat line. And the little stat sheet I keep, I've got a spot for 19 rush attempts, and that is not done for either preseason, any of the games for Cornea. So I've gone ahead and made a spot for 26 rushes, and we'll see where we get there. Handoff, second down. Good Cornea at the middle. He counters from the left and back up to the middle. Good gain on that play to the 48-yard line. Make him at the 49, 2 yards shy of first down yardage, just behind the 50. 7-yard gain for Cornea. A little bit of space up the middle. Last week he had some trouble finding some space against 314 and 259. That was the weights for the 2 middle interior linemen. Good size for Jackson, both of them weighing in at 230, but certainly about a person shy of that 314. I formation on 3rd down and 2. Handoff up the middle to Cornea. Busts through the middle, gets to the second level, beyond the 50, and then down to the 45. Pushed forward at the 44-yard line for a first down. Gain of 7 yards on Cornea's 3rd carry. 15 on 3 carries, and the Red Devils pick up their second first down. Chris Perriman off the huddle and down to the sideline. He'll be replaced by Rigdon Wagstaff. Cody Smith, the man to the far side. I formation, 2 receiver set, tight end set to the right. Lloyd under center, blitz coming from the right side. Handoff to the fullback. Escalante right up the middle, straight away. No one's going to catch him, at least it doesn't look like it. Down to the 10, inside the 5, and finally brought down from behind. He's not an easy guy to get a hold of. A big surprise there. Everyone was hyper-focused on Tyus Cornea, and from the 44 down to the 4, maybe just shy of the 4-yard line, a 39-yard gain on 1 run for Pablo Escalante. His previous high on this season was 18, and we mentioned he's slowed a little bit as this season has gone on. Did not have a great rushing week last week, but he is always a big running option, and just because you have Cornea, that kind of overshadows how good all of these running backs are for the Devils. Pitch right on first down and goal. Cornea takes it right side, brought down in the end zone. No one brings him down. Drags Charlie Boudry inside for a touchdown, Red Devils, and early on, Evanston scores here at Spike Van Noy Stadium and leads it 6-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 5-yard touchdown run for Tyus Cornea, 6 hours north of Evanston. 9:23 left in the first quarter. Scoreboard today brought to you by Impact Physical Therapy. Extra point set up. Jagger Mitchell holding on to it, the long snapper for the extra points. It's down, up, and good by Escalante. And he is the player of that drive and an early candidate for your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game. A 39-yard bust right up the gut and then straightaway sprint contest for Pablo Escalante. Sets him up to kick in the extra point. 7-0. Red Devils lead it on this First Bank presentation of Evanston football on KNY and 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you look good, it helps you to feel good. When you look good, it changes the way others see you and the way you feel about you. To help you look your best, Joe's Modern Cleaners in Evanston offers dry cleaning services. Shirts and slacks and dresses last longer when they are dry cleaned. The colors stay vibrant longer. You will feel your best when you know you look your best. And you will look your best when you have the professionals at Joe's Modern Cleaners dry clean your apparel. Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Welcome back to Spike Van Noy Stadium here in Cody, Wyoming. 7-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 20 yards on 4 carries for Tyus Cornea. And the fourth one was a 5-yard run into the touchdown for number 13 on the season. Cornea finished shy of 800 yards from scrimmage in the rushing game a year ago. He's never been a big receiving option. I think he's got 1 reception on the season, that coming last week. But Pablo Escalante really set up that run, and he gets an assist from Cornea with all of the attention drawn on the halfback that allows the defense to not be ready when Pablo runs down. But then Tyus gets an assist from Pablo just about every play in that I formation. Escalante, the lead blocker for a lot of those long runs. So it's nice to see the big guy up in front get an opportunity. Just came shy of getting the touchdown himself, but set it up and then knocked in the extra point and kicks it off. That one to Devin Brown, taking up the middle, has a lead blocker in Boudry. Blows up the run out to the near sideline. 25, trying to find the edge out to the 30. Shy of the 35-yard line. He's pushed out of bounds, but a great setup for the opening drive. The Cody Broncs coming out in their navy blue jerseys, looking like that Navy team, the blue and gold. Another team that runs this double wing set. And leading the way for the Cody Broncs in their first offensive drive, it's Hunter Hayes at quarterback, a junior, 6'1", 160 pounds. Leading rusher, Charlie Boudry, a wing back, and the opposite wing back, Jacoby Vipperman, fullback, Matt Sandoval. Handoff goes to Sandoval, first run. He's going up to the right side. Big gain out to an 11-yard from the 30, wherever it was, 32, out to the 43-yard line. Gain of 11 yards by Sandoval on the first play, and Cody's running no huddle, so they set it right back up. First down and 10, ball placed at the 43-yard line. Chains have to be reset, and Cody's ready for the snap. Handoff faked, running with it, and then blown up in the backfield for a sack. Jesus Quintero sacks Hunter Hayes, and Cody will slow things down and go back to the sideline. Hayes getting a new play. So a gain of 11, back him up 4 yards, and Hayes faked the handoff and then was looking out for a receiver out in the flats. Not sure if that was Vipperman they were looking out to, but either way, it didn't work as 3 Red Devils came in, and Quintero getting hands on him. Hayes not going down to the ground, play whistle dead. Sack, second down and 14. Handoff up the middle. Again, this time to number 42, Matt Sandoval. So he's got 2 carries already. Gets positive yardage back to the initial line of scrimmage, or at least a yard shy, within a yard of it. So call it second down, third down and about 10 on the gain of 4. Roll back to pass. Pressure coming from the right side. Hayes rolls out right. Has to get away from the pressure. He's going to be brought down in the backfield for a second sack. Bryson Davis held onto the knees, wrapped up, and just would not let go. Finally brought the calf down, and Hayes 2 sacks on a drive. And Cody will have to punt. A great start to the drive, an 11-yard gain on a run right up the middle, and Sandoval had things working. Then a sack, followed by another net gain of about 4 yards for Sandoval, and then a sack ends things. 2 men back to return, Cody Smith and Angel Rodriguez. High snap, Devin Brown waiting for that Aussie-style punt, high and away down the far sideline. Everyone's waving it off on the Red Devil side. It takes a healthy Cody bounce at the 30-yard line down to the 24. May have gotten back close to the 25-yard line. Evanston started their last drive about 75 yards, where they start this second drive as well. 7:07 left in the first quarter. Great initial play on the sack by Quintero, followed by the hold on by Bryson Davis. And the Devils offense is back on the field. Chris Perriman on the near side at receiver. Cody Smith to the far. I-back formation. No, it's a pistol form. 2 tight end set. Cornea the lone back. Watch for a man running up the middle. Handoff to the center. And stuffed at the back behind the line of scrimmage. Getting back to it looks like, for 2nd down and 10. Keith Connor getting hands on Cornea and wrapping him up. Cornea was able to kind of spin around and get back to the line of scrimmage, and they actually give him a yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 9 for the Devils. 7-0 if you're just joining us, and a 39-yard rush by Pablo Escalante was the breakout early on in the contest. Man in motion to the near side. 3 receivers over that way where Seth Lloyd rolls out. Has a man in the flats, goes deeper. Cody Smith has it, but dropped it. Nearly intercepted, but it falls down to the ground, luckily for the Red Devils, untouched. On the play, Alex Voigt, team captain. One of the defensive captains for this Cody Bronx team, playing at linebacker. Third down and 9. Smith's had a little bit of drop issues. He had that happen last week. Of course, he had the 71-yard touchdown, so you got to take the good with the bad there. 3rd down and 9, pistol form. Lloyd has a receiver to the right end, left, looking out. On the halfback pass option, Angel Rodriguez can't bring it in, but does keep the interception away from Braden Pauley. Set up a 4th down and 9 in a punt situation for Tyus Cornea to boot it away. He shanked one that brought his average down. Overall, he's a pretty solid punter and a 4-year contributor on that varsity soccer team. Drive number 2 coming up for the Cody Bronx in just a bit. 6:25 left in the first quarter. Looks like Cody's going to sell out, try to block this kick. Cornea does get it away across the 50, sailing down and fielded at the 38-yard line, where he is brought down. Nowhere to go. Jacoby Vipperman brought down at the 38-yard line, trying to return to the near sideline, and no room at all to move. It looked like Gabe Morris in on that tackle. If not him, then Bryson Davis. It was either 41 or 43. Sun setting here in Cody. It's a cold one. It was 48 degrees at kickoff, and that was with the sun shining. First play, Hunter Hayes goes out right side on a sweep to Boudry. Boudry cuts in at the 45-yard line out to the 50. Still driving the pile to the 45-yard line, and he gained 10 yards on effort alone. Charlie Boudry, with some help of the lead blockers, got a Red Devil down too. Jesus Quintero holding on and pounding his fist. 12 yards to the 50, and then the ball's marked at the 45-yard line. So a gain of 17 on 1st down and 10 for Boudry. Sets up a second. First carry of the day for Charlie Boudry. He's the leading rusher on the year for the Cody Bronx at about 350. First down and 10. Hayes takes the snap, fakes right, goes left side to Vipperman. Vipperman on the sweep out to the 42-yard line from the 44. Gain of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. First carry for Vipperman, and a lot of guys will touch the ball at some point today for this Cody offense. It's just the nature of the double wing. The defending state champions have run it well, and they're going to try to misdirect and outsmart this Devils defense. Handoff number 2 faked. Hayes nearly brought down, dropping back. Rigdon Wagstaff, or Matt Gallegos rather, got a hand on him, and he throws the ball away and out of bounds. Matt Gallegos nearly getting a tackle there. 3rd down and 8. That would have been sack number 3 in 2 drives for the Evanston Devils. They had just 1 sack coming into the week. Halfway through the Evanston football season in the regular year. Red Devils thinking playoffs this year. Be the first time they've been in the playoffs in 3 seasons, back to 2015 when they lost in the quarterfinals to Sheridan. 3rd down and 8. Hayes has a man to his right, left. Vipperman sweeps to the left side, roll out left. Hayes has pressure, and the play whistle dead. False start, it appears. No, neutral zone infraction on the Evanston side. That will set up 3rd and short, so a pass play becomes a likely run. Move it up 5 yards. Just shy of the first down marker, about 2 yards. Ball marked at the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 2.5 to go. Riley Griggs and Pablo Escalante, the 2 inside linebackers for this Devils team, combined, we mentioned in the pregame, for 29 tackles last week. Both pressuring up the middle as the snap comes into Hayes. Right side sweep to Boudry. He's got first down and more. 30, 25, out to the 20. Far sideline, 1 man to beat. Cody Smith gets hands on him. Boudry still running into the end zone. He turns around and gets congratulations on the touchdown. 34 yards out. 37 yards out, rather, on 3rd and 2.5. Touchdown, Cody, and they're right back in it. 37-yard carry by Charlie Boudry. He's got 2 carries for 54 yards and an extra point away from tying this game. But it looks like Hayes is staying out, perhaps, to kick that extra point. Hunter Hayes, kick is up and looked wide right. No good. 7-6, Evanston still on top, but a 43-yard run, a 37-yard run by Charlie Boudry has Cody back into this contest. Evanston receiving the kick when we return on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
The Lumberyard in Evanston, Wyoming is your local IFA dealer. The Lumberyard has tons of animal feed lines and accessories to help with your farm and ranch. Since 1923, IFA has worked to manufacture and distribute the highest quality products to the agricultural community. The Lumberyard has partnered with IFA to develop product lines based on customer need. We won't sell you something that doesn't make you successful. Visit us online or at the Lumberyard today, your local IFA dealer, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
Welcome back to homecoming night here at Spike Van Noy Stadium in Cody, Wyoming. And for Charlie Boudry, attempt number 45 on the season is his 6th score of the year on a 37-yard play on 3rd down and short following a neutral zone infraction by the Red Devils. That put Cody out of a pass play and into a running situation. So without that neutral zone infraction, Boudry's not even looking to get the ball. Kickoff once again will be performed by Guile. Deep men, no change in there. Cody Smith with 1 touchdown on the year coming last week. Marked it as a 71-yard return, I believe. And again, Cody goes up the middle. Handed at the 25-yard line by Rigdon Wagstaff. He gets out to the 37-yard line, brought down by 2 men and slow to get back up. He's all right as he pops up and heads for the sideline. It's a line drive kick on a cold night. It's not windy here. It's a little bit of a breeze blowing out of the east. 4-man front for Cody as Seth Lloyd and company come out for drive number 3. 1 went just how they wanted it. 2, not so much. 7-6 the score here midway or in the closing minutes of the first quarter, and a sellout to the far side. 4 receivers all stacked up in a diamond position for Evanston. Look for a screen. Fake screen goes right side, and Cody Smith was streaking down to the end zone, and Seth Lloyd threw it short. I'm guessing it was an option route, and the 2 of them did not connect. 2nd down and 10. Probably had the option to button hook back or keep streaking for the end zone. One thought one was doing one and the other one was doing the other. 2 receiver set. I formation. Escalante just a step in front of Cornea. Handoff goes left side to Cornea, cuts back in, brought down at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Fantastic tackle by Gage Arnold, the 6'4" senior defensive end. Coming in as left end, not getting the start tonight, but started last week for Cody. 17 tackles, 3 of them for a loss. That one just a 1 yard gain by Cornea. Somehow he got forward progress. 22 yards on 6 carries for Cornea. 3rd down and 9. Jeff Williams off just in time to avoid 12 too many men on the field for Cody. Shotgun snap, roll to the left side. Lloyd winding back to throw out to the far sideline. Completed inbounds, probably shy of the 1st down, and they say that he did not keep it in his hands on the way down. Rigdon Wagstaff had it, but the ball popped out as he went down to the ground and out of bounds. So 4th down and 3 and out for Evanston. Time for Evanston to punt. Jacoby Vipperman, the deep man, setting up at the 25 or thereabout yard line. Second man sends back to field a punt as well, Devin Engvall. Ball spikes down and takes a Cody bounce at the 39-yard line where it's touched down by Rigdon Wagstaff. Good field position for Cody out in their 3rd drive, down 1 point on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:45 left in the 1st quarter. When Cody's tried to pass the ball, they've had been sacked twice, nearly 3 times, and when they've run it, it's gone pretty well. Hayes takes the snap, hands off right side to Sandoval. He finds no space anywhere, back at the line of scrimmage to the 39-yard line and no further. First no gain for Sandoval on 3 carries. Hayes looking down to the sideline for the play call. Cody offense, not sure we ever got to the offensive line. Thomas Bowers, your left tackle. Josh Jones, the left guard. Center Jackson Morris. Tristan Cole, the right guard, and Jeff Williams at right tackle. 230 and 240 on the tackle side, a little bit skinnier on the end. 2 receivers to the far side. Wing backs, Boudry in motion over to the right. Throw play out to the screen and completed to Vipperman up the sideline. Gain of 5 on the play. Caught it a yard behind the line of scrimmage at the 38 and brought it all the way out to the 45-yard line. 3rd down. Wait for the marker. And 4 yards to go. First completion for Hayes. Nearly a pick 6. It appeared for Evanston. I think it was Rigdon Wagstaff at that left outside linebacker position who jumped the route and just came up shy of getting it. Here's the snap, handoff left side, again to Vipperman. Racing for sideline and real estate at the 50. He's got it inside the 50 to the 47-yard line and converting on 3rd down and extending the drive farther. Vipperman with a gain of about 7 on the play, out to the 45-yard line. So give him 10. Second carry by Vipperman. Kind of a do-it-all man in the backfield. He's the favorite receiver out of the backfield for Hayes. 6 receptions for 60 yards coming into the day. First play, a run up the middle. Gain of about 5 yards. That one to Sandoval. Sandoval, the fullback, actually the leading attempter in on the day, not leading on the yards. He gets the second handoff. Left side has some space. Tries to get through a tackle of Cody Smith, and a flag comes in late, and I think Smith probably got caught for a personal foul on that play for grabbing the face mask. Not intentional, and he's holding on to his left hand and shaking it out. That would suggest it is a face mask as he got it caught up, and that is the play. So they had the yardage for a first down at the 39-yard line anyways on a 6-yard gain. Do they add 5 or do they add 15? Or do they pull it up for incidental? 5 yards on the face mask, so 6-yard gain for Sandoval. And then add 5 more, a 10-yard net, down to the 28-yard line. Cody getting things going after giving up an early touchdown. Snap, handoff to Sandoval, keeper by Hayes. Good trick play, out to the 20-yard line. Slap down, Cody Smith in on the tackle along with Riley Griggs. just shy of the 20 at the 22. Marker getting a little sloppy. No, they did get all the way down to the 20. Second down and 2, 8-yard gain for Hayes, who is still at negative yardage on the day and on the season. Man in motion to the right. Boudry takes the sweep right. In the backfield, Rigdon-Wagstaff misses an arm tackle. Boudry steps over a guy and then cuts in for the touchdown. 20-yard touchdown for Charlie Boudry, number 7 of the season for him, and Cody has taken a lead 12-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board with 1 minute and 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Charlie Boudry had Wagstaff just shy. He kind of shook him, and Rigdon, a first-year starter at the linebackers, got caught trying to go high on the pad shelf a couple times this year, got caught that time, and it cost the Devils 6. As once Boudry's gone, he's a tough guy to bring down anyways. He cuts in, got good speed, good elusiveness, and his second score of the day. Both of them coming over 20 yards. 3 carries, 17, 37, and 20. Cody goes for 2, gives it off to Boudry, and he's in the end zone. 14-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. The Devils down a full touchdown, an extra point on the Impact Physical Therapy board late in quarter number 1. We'll be back with the kickoff on this first paying presentation of Red Devil football on K9 Radio.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
Tides have turned here on homecoming night at Spike Van Noy Stadium in Cody, Wyoming, where the Broncs have just taken a 7-point lead following a 20-yard score, the second of the day by Charlie Boudry. 74 yards by my tally on 3 carries. Add that to the 353 he had coming into the day, and he's up at about 420, 425. Still in the first quarter. Conversely, Tyus Cornea, 22 yards on 6 carries. Pablo Escalante with 1 carry for 39 yards. He's been the breakout runner that set up that touchdown for the Devils so far. That was in the first drive, and Evanston was moving the ball with ease, as they have every single first drive of the year, at least not the if not the first drive, the first couple of drives. But after that, Cody's kind of settled in. They lost 27-7 last week against Jackson after giving up an early special teams touchdown, something Evanston did a week ago. And Coach McFadden said they kind of struggled to come back after that. Ball kicked deep and again squibbed to the middle. Picked up at the 5-yard line by Angel Rodriguez. Trying to find room up the middle. Gets back to the 20, maybe to the 22, but not much farther than that. Ball marked at the 22-yard line, where Evanston will start their final drive, you would presume, of the first quarter. 1:09 left on the clock before they switch sides. 4-man front, 3 linebackers. 2 corners and 2 safeties for Cody. Shotgun snap to Seth Lloyd, quarterback keeper, sweep to the left side at the 20-yard line. He takes a big hit at the 25, keeps pushing forward, kind of lays his head out in front. Minimal gain, gets a couple. Ball marked at the 25-yard line. Give him about 3 on the carry. Well, they already had the ball marked at the 23-yard line, so give him 2 on the carry. It was a read option by Seth Lloyd. Saw some space out to the left side, but a penalty on Cody. Face mask will add 15 yards. That moves the ball out to the 41-yard line. First down and 10 for Evanston. 2 receivers, 1 on either side. Shotgun 2-back set. Griggs, the tight end, to the right in a blocking situation. Handoff right side. Cornea looking for space at the 40-yard line. Pushes forward to the 44. Gain of 3 on the carry. Looks like there was some face mask action on that one. If not that, then a helmet tackle at the very least, but nothing called. A 3-yard gain for Cornea, 2nd down and 7. 25 yards for Cornea on 5 carries. On 7 carries, rather. 6 seconds left, and that should be the end of the quarter. 14-7, Cody leading Evanston. We'll switch sides and be back in just a bit. Second quarter coming up next. Evanston scores first, but Cody scores last and most in the first 12, and the Devils will try to respond on the road to stay perfect on the season. Next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
If you haven't seen the huge selection of furniture and appliances at Kazin's, you've got to stop by. Is your mattress old and lumpy? We sell mattresses. Has your dishwasher quit doing its job? We carry a full line of kitchen appliances. Does your living room furniture look like it started out in your great Aunt Vi's house? We've got you covered. At Kazin's, you'll find great prices and everything you need to furnish your home inside and out. Stop in today.
Second quarter starting sooner than expected. First play, a rollout to the left side, handoff to Angel Rodriguez, trying to get away from the defense, but he's brought down in the backfield. Loss of 4 yards on the play. It's 2nd down and 7, make it 3rd down and about 12, maybe 11. They mark it as a loss of 4 yards, back to the 40-yard line. Rodriguez's first carry. Third down and 11. I formation. Seth Lloyd under center. One receiver either side. Fake handoff in the backfield. He's brought down for a sack. Big play back there by the linebacker, Braden Pauly. First sack of the season. Comes at no bigger time as that forces an Evanston punt and snuffs out any momentum gotten after that face masking play. Got the Red Devils close to the 50-yard line. Brought down at the 33-yard line. Loss of about 7 on the play. And Cornea must punt. Referee signaling for Tyus to take something off of his right hand. Not sure what it was. Snap good. Punts away. Line drive end over end at the 35 down to the 30. 25 keeping rolling inside the 20-yard line. Punt inside the 24. Tyus Cornea, he's had a few of those so far this season. I think that's number 4 on the year. Make it number 3. 2 coming into the contest, at least one of them last week in a big conference game. Cody takes over at the 18-yard line, so at least a switch of field position for the Devils. But the Broncs in a loaded Spike Van Noy Stadium with the student section having just about no room anywhere to be seen. Takes over once again. Handoff to Boudry up the middle at the 20-yard line. He cuts inside. Still on his feet at the 30-yard line. The drive still moving. The pile goes down to the 35-yard line. He was initially touched at the 25 and then again got another 10 yards on the play, and that might have been Sandoval on the carry. Davis, I think, Bryson Davis finally being credited with the tackle. And a timeout taken by Evanston following that inability to bring down the ball carrier. We'll be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football.
In business since 1936, Ellingford Brothers started with 3 brothers building bridges across Wyoming. Over the years, the company has expanded into different aspects tied to construction, including ready-mix, steel fabrication, heavy hauling, hotshot services, and crushers. Ellingford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. When it comes to all things construction, come to Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming. Call today, 307-789-1515.
Welcome back. 14-7 here at Spike Van Noy Stadium. Cody leading Evanston in the quarter number 2, and that was Nick Talich on the carry for 10, maybe 15 yards on the play. Second handoff on first down and 10-second play of the drive, I should say. That one going for a little bit less, and once again headed to number 49, Nick Talich. Came in just under 100 yards on the season, and, well, he's over now. I think that was a gain of about 12. And then a gain of 3 on that play. Hayes rolls out to the left side, completes it in the flat to Boudry at the 50-yard line, up the sideline. Breakaway speed at the 30. Inside, still moving. Good block, 20, 10. Finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. Boudry with another gigantic play. Line of scrimmage was at the 39-yard line. He caught the ball at the first down marker at the 45. And the chains aren't moving. Now finally starting to go. I think Cody wanted to run no huddle, and that's going to significantly slow things down. Ball placed at the 8-yard line. '53-yard reception from Hayes to Boudry, and most of that was Boudry and his blockers. Should have been brought down about 30 yards before he was, at least it looked like it, but he's got such good breakaway speed, and he had some good downfield blocking once he got some open space, just like he did in both of his touchdown runs. There's really nothing you can do to stop him. Just a junior, was a contributor last year. They mark it at the 4, so add 4 more yards. First down and goal. Handoff right side. Boudry cutting into the end zone, spinning around, and then throwing David Baxter off of his back as he scores touchdown number 3. 20-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Cody domination here in week number 5. 9:20 left in quarter number 2. And Boudry with the 4-yard gain after the 57-yard run after the catch has Cody with a 2-touchdown advantage. Extra point by Hayes, up and good. 21-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Football on K9 Radio and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
A week ago, Jackson ran right over Cody in the conference home opener for the Bronx. They moved to 4-0 on the season. Evanston had a slow first half against Powell. They trailed the Panthers 7-6 at the half. Evanston was able to turn things on in half number 2, but they weren't down by more than a point. It's a 2-touchdown game here in Cody, Wyoming. 21-7 with 9:20 left in the second quarter, and Charlie Boudry looks absolutely unstoppable. He has touched the ball 5 times on offense. 3 touchdowns. His one catch, 57 yards. His runs, 17, 37, 20, and then 4 because he only needed 4 to get into the end zone. Jackson Guile Kicks it down to the 15-yard line, fielded by Rodriguez, trying to flip the field from the far side to the near. At the 25-yard line, he is brought down by Devin Brown, a special teams guy. A gunner coming up left of the tackle. And he just followed Angel Rodriguez all the way across the field. Rodriguez was moving laterally, wasn't getting any north-south movement. So he gets about 12 on the carry, or on the kick return. And Evanston takes over at the 26-yard line. They move out into a 2-receiver, 1 tight end, I-back formation set. That's what's worked for them the past couple of weeks. Get back to the basics, see if it happens here. Pablo Escalante takes the handoff. They were expecting him this time, though, and he's stopped for a no gain. Second down and 10. 21-7. Just under 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Rigdon Wagstaff switches out Chris Perriman at receiver. Cody Smith, the left wide out. Rigdon on the right. Back to the tight end set on the right side where Griggs steps up behind the tackle. Handoff on a pitch right, trying to find some space for Cornea. At the 30-yard line, he spins around and falls forward at the 35. About a yard shy of the first down yardage, depending on forward progress. And they mark him about half a football length short of the 35-yard line. Third down and 1. 9-yard carry by Cornea. You wondered if it was a pitch right as soon as you saw the way the offense was setting up with Griggs getting a step into the backfield to be a second fullback. Griggs set up to the left side this time. Bridger Barker, the left tackle. Handoff to Cornea that way. He counters into the middle, trying to drive the pile forward himself at the 40-yard line. He does just that, gets the 5 yards needed for the first down. Needed 1, got 4 more. 39 yards for Cornea. 9 carries. 7:38. And a first down for the Red Devils, the first one in some time by way of their own volition. The last first down came by way of a face masking penalty. Other than that, it's been mostly 3 and outs for Evanston. Down 2 touchdowns. Loaded box, trying to stop Cornea. Handoff goes his way, and forward progress is whistled dead in the backfield at the point of the handoff. A loss of 4 or 5 yards. Keith Connor, the 180-pound lineman, grabbed Cornea, wrapped him up, and forced the official to whistle it dead. Ball's marked at the 37-yard line, so a loss of 3, second down and 13 for Tyus. That forces Evanston into a 4-receiver shotgun set. 1 back is Cornea. No tight end. Delayed handoff doesn't work. It gets him close back to the line of scrimmage, but nowhere else. That's worked well the last 4 weeks of the season for Evanston, and I'm sure Cody saw that in their film study this week and thought if they're coming out in a shotgun set, 2 receivers to either side and Cornea a lone back, don't oversell on trying to get to the quarterback. Think it's a screenplay. Hold back and stay in behind everyone, because a lot of times Evanston's actually come out and run that delay play and gotten 15, 20 yards or more. Not this time. No gain on the play, and it's third down and 13. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Shotgun snap, roll out left side. Lloyd wheels back, fires, finds Angel Rodriguez at the 48-yard line. Needed to get to the 50. He turns and tries to stretch the ball forward, but stopped about a yard short at the 49. Seth Lloyd staying out on the field, getting the play, so Evanston going for it at midfield at the risk of giving Cody possession, 49 yards away from another touchdown. Lloyd's second completion on the day. Both of them going to Rodriguez. Single back form. Quarterback keeper, Lloyd's got it. He got hit about ball level. He held on though. Makes his way across the 50. Brought down at the 48-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Devils. 3-yard gain for Seth. The sack puts him in negative yardage still. 5 minutes to go in half number 1. Pistol form. One receiver either side. Handoff Cornea. Rolls out to the right side. Finds the seam at the 40, 35. Cuts inside, 27-yard line. He's brought down. Brought down on that play by number 18 for Cody, Tristan Blatt. Cornerback receiver for Cody. Ball marked at the 28-yard line. 20-yard gain by Cornea. Single back, pistol again. One receiver either side, 2 tight end set. Handoff again to Cornea. Right to the right tackle. Rolls out down the sideline, 10-yard line, 5. Inside the pylon, touchdown, Red Devils. 20-yard score by Tyus Cornea, make it a 28-yard score. And Devils within 1 touchdown once again. It's been all running game for Evanston today. When they've needed a throw, it's gone to Angel Rodriguez, a backup running back and slot receiver. And Cornea gets touchdown number 15 of the season. Back-to-back 20-plus yard runs for Tyus. Has him at 84 yards through 13 carries. Extra point is up through the uprights and good. 21-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 4:22 left in the opening half on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you want to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
21-14 here at Spike Van Noy Stadium. Evanston's Pablo Escalante setting the ball on the upright. Placeholder at the 40-yard line to kick it away. 21-14 and a little bit of life sparked by the Evanston Devils. Mostly on the ground game. But a good 3rd down, not 1st down conversion, but from 3rd and 13, a 12-yard pass out from Seth Lloyd to Angel Rodriguez set up 3rd and 1. Lloyd got the 1st down on the quarterback keeper. And then back-to-back runs of 28 yards and 20 yards followed by a 28-yard run. Got the 48 needed. It was both by Tyus Cornea, picking up touchdown number 15 of the season. Cody's offense will take over at the 20-yard line. Escalante knocked it into the end zone for a touchback. Hayes count in the shotgun set. Handoff left side, Vipperman at the 25-yard line. A lot of real estate up the middle into the second level at the 32-yard line. Knocked down. 1st down, Angel Rodriguez on the tackle. They give him all the way to the 34-yard line. 14-yard carry. Hayes set to receive, 8-man box. Handoff left side. No, went to the, yeah, it did go to the left. And forward progress stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Handoff to Sandoval. They get him back for a no gain. Ball at the 34 still, just shy of the 35. 2nd down and 10. Carry number 6 by Sandoval, the fullback. This double wing set, that means he's right behind the quarterback Hayes. The 2 running backs, wing backs to the left and right. Devin Brown looks like he's one of them right now. Roll out to throw, completed at the 39 to Vipperman. Spins around and out to the 44-yard line. Brought down by Angel Rodriguez on the play, the safety. Just shy of a first down. No, looks like they are giving him first down yardage at the 44. Just beyond. So first down and 10 for Cody. 3:15 left as the clock starts to run once again. Chains have been reset. Fourth completion for Sandoval. Motion over right side, Vipperman. Screen pass to the far sideline, completed to Engdahl. He's at the line of scrimmage, gets one more yard and then wrapped up, driven back, but forward progress will give him a gain of 1. Cody Smith and that was Rodriguez in on those tackles. It was Jagger Mitchell and Cody Smith. Give him a gain of about 1 yard to the 45-yard line. Ball set up at the left hash mark, but a hold in the backfield will move him back 10. So negate that pass. Ball placed at the 34-yard line. Hold committed right at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 20. Sandoval. Faked handoff. Hayes brought down. Riley Griggs on the sack. His first sack of the season. Puts him back even further. Third down. Ball marked at the 32-yard line. Loss of 2 on the sack. Third down and 22. Or second down and 22. I missed the hold. I should say I added the hold on as a down. So second down and 22. Sandoval snap. Roll out, right side, completed to Sandoval. Ball on the ground. I think it was completed. No, they say incomplete. So third down and 22 coming up. The ball was completed to Matt Sandoval. And a good hit coming in by Rigdon Wagstaff. Knocked it loose. He had not established possession, though, so just an incomplete throw for Hayes. Cody going from left to right in quarter number 2 down to the final 2 minutes of the first half. Third and 22 to go. Evanston has 2 timeouts remaining. They took one out of frustration after a 10-yard gain, and that was after the point of contact. The pile just kept moving. Snap, roll out right side. Sandoval, hand off to Sandoval from Hayes. Going left side, Jagger Mitchell brings him down just about the line of scrimmage. So ball placed at about the 30-yard line from the 27. Fourth down and 19 to go. No timeout taken by the Devils. 1:30 and counting. 7 yards, or 7 carries for Matt Sandoval, and finally a timeout taken by Evanston with 1:24 left. They let about 20 seconds go off the clock before calling a timeout. We'll keep it right here, all caught up on ad breaks in this first half. So that leaves, it was a Cody timeout. Okay, Evanston was content to just let it run. As I look down to the scoreboard, both teams listed with 2, so I was about to say Evanston with just 1 timeout, but they do have both of them. A run-heavy team, though, and that's how it's worked most of this season. And in this game, when they've been gaining positive yardage, that 1:24 will come off the clock pretty quickly, even with 2 timeouts. They're probably going to need to take a couple of checks out to the sidelines at least to try to move the ball for first down yardage. Maybe a throw down the middle like what they had last week with Cody Smith as a tight end. But after a week and a drop to 0-1 in the conference season and a drop from number 1 to number 5 in the WyoPreps coaches and media poll rankings, Cody appears to have done their homework and appears to have been woken up after a game last week where everyone I talked to said it looked like they just didn't get off the bus. Brown punts it. Line drive across the 50, touching down at the 40. Moving to the 36-yard line, downed right there by Zane Tuttle. Evanston taking over with 1:13 left at the 36-yard line, so 64 yards shy of the end zone. Down 21-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We will have an extended halftime break as it's homecoming. They've got 20 minutes to put on the clock and then may add some more time after that. So longer game tonight. Under center, but 3 receivers bunched up just left of tackle. Pitch left side to Cornea. At the 36, he moves inside, flips field over to the far sideline. Out to the 40, gets caught by the jersey on the left side and brought down at an angle. Gain of 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6. No huddle offense for the Devils. Under a minute to play. Screen left side, completed to Wagstaff. He can't get it out of bounds, out to the 49-yard line, and a timeout taken. No, not a timeout, just a 1st down, and the clock stops temporarily. Gain of 6 on the completion. Clock will resume. 46 seconds left. Snap taken, roll to the right side. Seth Lloyd winds up, goes right side, and just beyond Chris Perriman, and taking a chance out to the sideline on 1st down. Either way, the clock stops at 40 seconds. 48-yard line is where we're at. Evanston taking their time in the huddle. Not sure how many more opportunities they're going to get with that, so making sure they have the play right. Pistol formation. Snap's good. Up the sideline again to Wagstaff. This time he cuts outside, but I think he missed getting out of bounds once again. We will see. It's 1st down yardage, so a 12-yard gain. Maybe 13-yard gain out to the 39. See if the clock starts moving. It looks like it was just out of bounds as Evanston's taking their time in this huddle. So Wagstaff did just get out. 21 yards on the last 2 catches for Wagstaff. Rigdon tethered to the line on the left side. 3 receivers opposite. 2 in the slot. Single back. Lloyd rolling out right side. Pocket collapsing. He throws out far sideline to Cody Smith at the 20-yard line. It's completed. He gets into the 18 as he's pushed out of bounds. 28 seconds left. 21-yard gain depending on the spot, and they say he was out a little bit sooner than the 18, so back it up 4 to the 22. 17-yard completion for Seth Lloyd to Smith. Leading receiver for the Devils, his first completion of the day. 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Single back, pistol, snap. Roll out left side. Lloyd tries to tuck and run. Evanston still has 2 timeouts. The ball is out and picked up by Cody, and Seth is down. And I'm not sure if he looks like he's hurt. Starting to get up now. Cody may have gotten the ball out after he hit the ground. It looks like they're saying it's still Evanston's possession. I think it was picked up by Braden Pauley, middle linebacker, defensive captain for Cody. Evanston takes a timeout. 21-14, and Seth was slow to get up. He opted to tuck and run and then threw his shoulder down, and he's a big kid and can certainly run through some guys, but you always ask the question when that happens with your quarterback, is it worth it? Or should you just slide? Trying to make something happen, certainly, with 21 seconds left and a 4-0 record on the line. On the road, you don't want to go down a touchdown at the half. You see yourself so close. 2nd down and 10 on the no gain. Ball marked at the 22-yard line. Evanston coming out of the timeout huddle. Three receivers right side, Wagstaff to the left. Throw out, looking for Smith, out to the sideline. He overthrows him, and that was actually Chris Perriman down at that far pylon. 3rd down and 10 upcoming. 16 seconds left. Seth walking over to Coach Moore. Looking for the play call. David Baxter is in at quarterback. Seth's out. I think they want to evaluate him after that hit that he took. Yeah, he's getting evaluated over by the trainers, and that may have been a mandatory takeout. So David Baxter, the junior quarterback, safety, starting safety for the Devils in a shotgun set, down a touchdown. What can the backup do? He rolls out to the right. Pressure coming in. Throws out sideline into triple coverage and falling down harmlessly, luckily for the Devils, down to the ground, touched by Alex Voigt and nearly intercepted. 4th down and 10. Pablo Escalante into the huddle. Does that mean, yeah, looks like it's time for a field goal attempt. Escalante 0 for 1 on the season on field goals. Would cut the lead to 4. This a 39-yard attempt and a timeout taken by the Devils prior to that. We'll take one more break before the kick. We'll come back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
39-yard field goal attempt upcoming. David Baxter, the holder, and the news of the moment is that Seth Lloyd is out and being evaluated. Helmet still on. Snap down, kick up, and it's partially blocked. Will come up short. Escalante tried to go high, and it looked like a hand got on it or at least affected the shot. So field goal attempt no good, and 4.5 seconds left on the clock. Well, Cody, the way they played, they handed off to that Boudry guy. They may have 6 more. But most likely we're headed to the half. Cody leading Evanston 21-14. Hunter Hayes will take a play call down on the sideline from Coach McFadden. Taking their time on this final play, and maybe he's out. No, they're waiting for him. Okay. Engdahl comes in to the huddle as well. Handoff. Hayes gives it off to Sandoval. No, he kept it and throws it out up high to Boudry. Ball goes incomplete, and that's the half. 21-14 on homecoming night here at Spike Van Noy Stadium. Cody 3-1 on the season, 0-1 on the conference year. Evanston 4-0 in trouble. Not just because they're down a touchdown, but their starting quarterback, Seth Lloyd, was forced to come out late in half number 1, and we'll see if he's able to return in the second. We'll be back with extended halftime coverage when we return. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM with live video coverage in HD at mylocalradio.com.
Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need them, they'll be there. Specializing in plumbing, air conditioning repairs, furnace installation and repairs, water heaters, HVAC system installation and maintenance. What's in your ductwork? Landmark Plumbing and Heating. And do your excavation work for septic systems and sewer cleaning. 307-789-8793. You'll find them in Evanston. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
For generations, gun ownership has been an important part of our heritage. At the Gun Room in Evanston, you'll find a large selection of quality firearms. Everything from personal protection handguns to hunting rifles and shotguns. With a wide selection of hunting gear, ammo, optics, and apparel, we have what you need. Ask about our 90-day layaway program. And remember, success on the range and in the field starts at the Gun Room. Call today, 307-789-2677.
When you hit the bullseye playing darts, it's a great thing. When a rock hits your windshield and creates a bullseye, it's a bad thing. A small bullseye in your windshield can grow into a monster crack that covers the whole window. T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston fixes rock chips. If the rock chip in your windshield has already grown into a giant crack, T-Bar S Body Shop can fix that too. When it comes to window repair or replacement, make sure you always hit the bullseye. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call us today, 789-2639.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
Getting a shot of the Cody band. The drum majors are dressed up in superhero costumes, I think, or maybe just one of them's in a superhero costume. The other one, I don't know what that is, if that's a magician or whatever. 16 and a half minutes left in this halftime show, and maybe even more than that. That's how homecoming goes. They'll have the band. I'm sure they'll have a dance team or a cheer squad. They'll have the royalty announced. And then after all that, at some point, the players have to come back and warm up. The sun's gone down quite a while ago, and it is pitch black outside of the lights here on the football field. So I'm not sure what the temperature's gone down to. It says on my temperature app that it's only dropped about 7 degrees from what it was, from 48 down to 41. Either way, it's chilly outside. And Evanston trailing Cody 21-14. See if we can get any updates around the state and what else is going on in Wyoming football. But Evanston, possibly without its starting quarterback for the rest of this game, and hopefully not much longer than that. It looks like Seth Lloyd, after he was down for a little while, they pulled him out, and I'm not sure if that was the coach's decision or the trainers on the sideline saying we need to evaluate him. But he did not return. It was just 2 plays for David Baxter, or 1 play for David Baxter, and then a missed field goal attempt by Pablo Escalante from 39 yards out. And Evanston had a promising drive that was taken away, all on that decision to run. And we've seen it many times before. You got an athletic quarterback. He thinks he's going to be able to make those moves. He thinks he's going to be able to make those plays. And it's not that he can't, but is it worth it? And in this situation, if he's out then the rest of the game, in a game of this magnitude, then of course certainly it is not worth it. We will see, though. He's got some time. If he maybe just got sore, you're hopeful. If he got banged in the head and they just want to evaluate him and he's doing fine, then maybe you can see him return. If not, it's on to David Baxter to run the offense for this Red Devils team. Cody, on their side, Hunter Hayes has been sacked 3 times, but it really hasn't mattered because whenever he's been able to hand the ball or throw the ball to Charlie Boudry, it's basically meant touchdown imminent or immediate. We mentioned this after his most recent touchdown of 4 yards, that he's touched the ball 5 times today. 4 carries and 1 catch. The first carry for 17, the second a 37-yard touchdown, the third a 20-yard touchdown. Then he had a 57-yard reception that put him 4 yards outside of the end zone. They gave it to Boudry, and he promptly got into the end zone for the 3rd time today. So he is really the key for Evanston to try and stop in the second half. There's been missed tackles. There's been great blocking down the field for Cody. You've got to hand it to the Broncs. But I'm sure, just as last week, you had Pablo Escalante and Riley Griggs coming out defensively in the second half and really trying to take ownership of that contest. A couple of seniors, that's probably who the coaches are talking to right now and saying, look, we're facing the double wing. It's all about how you guys set up that defense, read it, and then yourselves how you move and stay at home and make the plays and get the tackles when you're in the area. I think the keys to see how Riley Griggs and Pablo Escalante come out in the second half and see what they can do. They were at the center of stopping Powell's offense last week, but certainly Boudry and company a little bit stronger, I think. And was Cody not worthy of dropping down to number 5? I didn't vote in the coaches and media poll this week, but I said after that loss, I would have moved Cody from number 1 down to number 2. That's all I would have dropped him, and it's kind of one of those Alabama sort of things is, yeah, they lost a game, but does anyone think they're not still at the top of the class of 3A? And for me, the answer was, yeah, team didn't show up. They lost 3 games in all last year. I talked to Coach McFadden about that pregame. They lost opening week to Powell, and then they dropped to 1-2 in the conference season, losing to Green River and Star Valley. And then they beat 2 of those teams in the playoffs on their way to a state championship. It's not like I think they were probably picked to go undefeated, that being Cody, this year, just because you thought they were so far and away better than everyone else. And I think they're a very good team, but just because you lose a team, I don't think there is an undefeated team in 3A this year. Now, Evanston has an opportunity. After how much Charlie Boudry has done to this team defensively, the Red Devils are still within 1 touchdown of this contest. And Tyus Cornea seems to be trending the right way. He was a little bit slow in the middle parts of that first half, but then closed out with gains of 20 yards, 28 yards, and then the final carry was for 6 yards to set up take him out a 2nd and long and set up a 3rd and manageable. We'll have to wait and see what the call is on David Baxter and Seth Lloyd at quarterback, though. That's going to really be what decides a lot in this second half on exactly what Evanston is comfortable in running. I've yet to see David in a JV game. He's their 2nd-string quarterback, so I assume a JV starter. Let's take a look around 3A, what else is going on. Douglas and Torrington in the second quarter, most recent update, knotted at 7-7. Jackson, number 2 in the state, and taking a 19-10 lead over Green River. Star Valley holding a lead over Powell, 12-7. Rawlins over Warland in the second. I mentioned that Star Valley game in the 4th quarter. Jackson in the 3rd quarter with their game. Rollins a 1-touchdown lead over Warland, 7-0 in the 2nd quarter, and Riverton holding a 13-7 lead over Lander in the 2nd. We will take a break about 10.5 minutes before the start of the second half, and honestly, you'll probably be longer than that with the marching band still out there, and they've still got to get through homecoming royalty and whatever the dance or cheer team has to offer. We may be as many as 15 minutes away from the start of this second half. When we come back, we will hear from our standout student. This week it is the guy that touched that, got that 71-yard touchdown a week ago that really was the spark plug in the second half. That started off that 23-point run for the Red Devils. Cody Smith, when we return on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
1 in 5 Americans suffer from allergies found in indoor air, which can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. 307 service experts can clean the ductwork in your home and improve your indoor air quality. On average, over 15,000 house fires annually cause 300 injuries and 30 deaths, started because of clogged dryer vents. 307 service experts can clean your ductwork, making it safer. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. 307 service experts, just one call to fix it all. 307-789-6716.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
I'm with Cody Smith, a senior for the Evanston Red Devils. Last week, it was kind of a struggle in the passing game, and then finally things got opened up with you sent up right up the middle, and it looked like in the moment that you were kind of in a tight end set, and when I went back and watched the tape, that's where you were, right along the line. How much had you practiced that play, or was that kind of an on-the-fly decision by the coaches?
We have a few plays where I go in at tight end for passing sets, and then some other stuff like that, but that was kind of we saw the middle of the field was open, and they were in man-to-man coverage, and they left the tight end uncovered. So we went into that set, to the red set, to throw all goes on that play.
I remember watching Steve Moore and Seth Lloyd having an extended conversation leading up to that play. Is that what they were talking about?
Yeah, he was telling Seth to watch over the middle or towards the outside near the sidelines, because that's the two spots they left wide open.
Defensively, what was it like going against the Powell offense last week? That was you were probably spending more time on defense than you have in quite some time. It's usually you guys are on offense for a lot.
Yeah, it was a struggle for us at first to figure it out, getting the play calls in fast, because everybody on the field wanted to get ready to go for the next play. We were all worried about them snapping the ball quick. So it took us a minute to be able to realize that we could still get the call from Coach Fackrell. And then once we did that, we started shutting them down pretty good.
Yeah, that no-huddle offense, that's the first time you've really seen it to that degree this year. I was having a struggle keeping up in the booth where I was, so I'm sure down on the field you guys were trying to scramble. After the first half, though, you said it kind of got slowed down a little bit for you?
Yeah, we kind of figured out their tempo and how much time we had between the snaps, and everybody had a minute to catch their breath before we had to get set up for the next play.
You've not gone through tape yet as the time of this interview, but I'm sure there's a lot of you guys want to work on as you get ready for Cody. This is a big game on the road. What have your coaches told you, if anything, maybe after that game about next week?
Well, we always say we can be happy but not satisfied. Coach Moore always says that every Friday night after a win. He says we can be happy this weekend, but we can never be satisfied. So that's what we're starting on this week, is not being satisfied, but being happy about last week's victory.
You have a long trip to Cody this week, so I'm sure schoolwork in this first semester doing football is a little bit strained. How are your classes going so far?
Pretty good. A lot of the teachers here cooperate really well with sports, so everything's manageable. If you just spend a little extra time on homework, you'll be good.
What are your classes this year?
I'm taking anatomy, CP English, just statistics, drafting, just the regular classes pretty much.
Have you figured out where you're going to college yet?
I've talked to Fort Lewis a little bit about going down there to play some football next year, and then Black Hills State about a little bit of track, but I'm not sure yet.
Where's Fort Lewis at?
Fort Lewis is in Durango, Colorado.
Okay. I was going to ask you about other sports you do. So you run track. In the winter, are you doing indoor track as well?
I haven't decided about indoor track yet. I usually work during the winter and then just run outdoor.
If you were going to Black Hills, would that change things a little bit for you?
Yeah, it might. I'd probably do indoor just to get a little extra practice in.
What are your events?
I run the 400, 100, 200, 4x1, 4x4.
Which one of those events is the worst?
The worst and the best is the 400. I mean, I placed 14th at state last year in the 400, but it's the hardest one to run, but I also enjoy it the most. It's fun.
How did you initially get into running the 400?
Coach Rick Bill sat me down in St. George my freshman year at the St. George meet and just said, "You're running the 400 today. Have fun. Do your best."
Had you run it ever before in middle school?
Not once.
Okay, so you get jumped right into it's an all-out sprint. Because I was going to say, if you did it in middle school, people are, middle school meets to high school meets, it's such a difference. So the first time you did it, it was just a dead sprint. How did you feel after?
I couldn't walk very well after. I had to be helped off the track. It was not a fun race.
Were you getting tunnel vision a little bit?
Yeah, pretty much. And my head was going black. I was about to fall over.
Does that ever go away, or has it gotten a little better, or do you still kind of get that after that race?
It's gotten better this year. The race at regionals and state this year, I didn't get tired at all, and I ran my best race at state, and I felt pretty good after. Didn't get that tired. So,
how did you get into football initially? Were you just playing elementary? Have you always been a receiver? What's been your progression up to now being a second-year wide receiver for this team?
So when we were in Little League tackle football, my 6th grade year, me and Seth Lloyd were actually on a team together, and you had to switch quarterbacks at halftime. So I'd play receiver the first half, and then I'd play quarterback, and he would play receiver the second half. So me and Seth have been doing the whole throwing to each other for years now, 6 years since we started that. So we've been on a team ever since.
I see you guys throwing the ball back and forth in pregame. One of your teammates that surprised me with how far he can throw the ball and accuracy is Angel Rodriguez. Would he have a chance at playing quarterback somewhere else?
I mean, he might, because I've gone and worked out with him over the summers the last 3 or 4 years, and he usually just throws to me because he's more a running back, so he usually just throws to me, and he's got a good arm.
As you guys are getting into this season, you're halfway through the regular season, 1-0 in conference. Did you notice a difference in that level of competitiveness just being in conference season last week as opposed to the first 3 weeks?
Yeah, because the first 3 weeks of the season, we kind of got off to a fast start, and then we never slowed down. And the teams, they were all good teams, but we kind of held our own, and we had the cutthroat mentality. And against Powell, we started off fast again, but they would just not quit, and they had that extra fight in them, like they knew this game meant a little bit more.
I've got a question for you. Have you checked Wild Preps at all on the stats?
Yeah, I have.
Is there something missing on the stats from a week ago, maybe?
Yeah, the Inlander, the one catch in the back of the end zone.
Well, that one, but I'm thinking of your kick returns. It lists you as not having any kick returns, and now I'm about to find out who's keeping stats if they don't put your touchdown on this week.
Yeah, I looked into that last week, and it said you had to have 4 returns or at least 1 a game, and I had the 2 Inlander, and then I had 2 this week, so they should be on there this week.
Okay, so they're not just lost into nothingness? Because I'm sitting there thinking, okay, you had like a 50-yarder last week. You get a touchdown this week. Going on that field flip, you had to have some great blocking. At what point did you decide, if I just go to this right sideline, I'm pretty much free if I can just be fast enough?
Well, Coach Mitchell called it all practice. He said they're going to kick it right to you in the corner on the left side, and he said run about maybe 5 to 10 yards straight to draw them in. And then he goes, use your speed and get outside, and we're going kick return right. So everybody was set up to block right already. And then as soon as I started running, I saw 16 on the back of his jersey, and him start running through a big gap, and I knew it right there because Chris would lay his body out to throw a block for me.
Yeah, it was a great play. It was the only score that we had in that first half. You guys came back in the second, but since you mentioned it, you did catch that ball back in Lander, and you had a foot inbounds, didn't you?
I feel like I did, but I mean, I guess not, but I felt like I did.
I thought you had it too. That's Cody Smith, senior wideout for the Evanston Red Devils. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you to Cody Smith, and we're still at halftime. Both the Bronx and the Red Devils are warming up, though, and they are not bringing the homecoming royalty out to the field. Instead, they're just recognizing them on the running tracks. So following the marching band and the cheerleaders have not started the 2-minute clock yet. I assume they will start that warm-up clock once they're all done with this, and probably give the Devils and Bronx about 4 or 5 minutes to warm back up. About 40 degrees here. 8:30, 7 minutes shy of the midpoint of this hour. 21-14, and on the far sideline, it's very dim. You can see a quarterback taking snaps if you look at about the 45 to 50-yard line down on that far sideline, and that's not Seth Lloyd, that's David Baxter taking snaps and throwing. So I don't see Seth on the sideline. He may still be back in the locker room. I'll keep an eye out. But it appears that when the Devils do take over, and again, Cody receives to start this second half, going back to when they deferred and winning the toss, it will be David Baxter, the junior, at quarterback. We will see, though. About a minute away from the start of this second half, according to the clock. Cody's on the sideline, ready to go. Evanston taking some final warm-up stretches. David Baxter taking some snaps with Brendan Thompson. We'll take a break and be back on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Education in Wyoming has been a long-held tradition. The communities that make up Uinta County School District number 1 are committed to those traditions. Student learning, teacher and staff development, extracurricular activities for students to choose from, quality facilities that are clean and comfortable, and a transportation department that always goes above and beyond are just some of the ways we work as a community to help students succeed. Uinta County School District number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
For over 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we are able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses in all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Please call us today and let's see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Evanston will kick off to start off the second half. Cody on top, 21-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. All zeros on the scoreboard clock at the moment. They will be momentarily adjusted to 12. 24 minutes down, 24 to go. I said I would take a look for Seth Lloyd on the sidelines. No sign of him yet as I scan down the way. No sign of 14 at all, so that would suggest maybe he's either back being evaluated or somewhere hidden without pads on. Not good news either way for the Red Devils. Kickoff by Escalante. Touching down at the 20-yard line, and it's a free ball! Nobody touched it. It doesn't matter. A kickoff's a free ball. That is a long, extended onside kick. Evanston recovered it. What was Cody thinking? Not being aggressive, letting it drop, and it takes an Evanston bounce. The Devils have just recovered the longest onside kick, I would say safely, of the season, if not ever. Ball at the 23-yard line. What a way to come out. Cody just giving possession away. David Baxter, the junior quarterback, under center, taking his first snaps of the year. I formation, one receiver either side. Pitch left, handed by Cornea at the 20-yard line. Breaks through a tackle, dragging a man down to the 15 all the way to the 12. First down is a conversion of about 8, maybe 9, perhaps 10 yards. They give him a first down. From the 22 to the 12, a 10-yard carry and a first down by Tyus Cornea. I can't believe what I've seen. The Evanston bounce made me think perhaps Evanston had a chance at getting at it, but surely the Cody returners a yard away would fall down on it. I think they were in the mentality of, oh, it's a punt, it has to be touched. No, a kick is a free ball once it goes 10 yards. Handoff to Cornea, stuffed at the point of attack, and about 5 Cody Broncs fall down on him for a no gain. Second down and 13, a loss of 1. 93 yards on 16 carries for Cornea. I formation, 2nd and 11. Baxter under center. Fullback handoff, Escalante, no one touches him. Went right around the blockers and then untouched into the end zone. Evanston has a chance to tie it, 21-20 with the extra point forthcoming. Escalante with the 12-yard gain. He kind of rattled around Sean Knighton and then saw there was nobody. Cody completely sold out the other way where Tyus Cornea was headed. Nobody knew Escalante had the ball, and when they did, it was too late. 12-yard score. Extra point is up and no good. It was a bad snap, a mishold, so Evanston still trails 21-20, and ooh, that could be costly. But nonetheless, the Devils within 1 point. We'll be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
What a long, strange trip it's been. That's the common cliche thing to put on a yearbook when you don't know what to say to someone, but that describes this drive that just happened for the Evanston Red Devils. Pablo Escalante doesn't really get under the ball, or I should say gets a little too far under the ball. Short kicks it, puts a lot of English on the ball, so when it hits ground at the 19-yard line just in front of the two deep men to return for Cody, it spins back and neither of them go for it. That results in Evanston falling on an extremely long onside kick undesigned. And at the 22-yard line, this squibbed down at the middle, fielded at the 21-yard line, at the 30, down to the 35, still on his feet, and then brought down about the 36, maybe 35-yard line. So Evanston gets it at the 22-yard line, gets a 10-yard gain from Tyus Cornea, and then a no gain, or loss of 1 by Tyus. Makes it at the 13-yard line, and then Pablo Escalante goes the rest of the way, untouched into the end zone on a 13-yard run where he just had to get through the guards and then go the rest of the way, and then they missed extra point. Evanston still down 1. Vipperman takes the handoff, 35, 40, and brought down at the 44-yard line. Sweep left by Vipperman, the right wing back. Gain of 7 on the carry. Doesn't look like anything's changed for the Cody offense, just moving that ball methodically on sweep left, sweep right. Roll out right side, handoff to Boudry. Boudry at the 50-yard line, that breakaway speed. He breaks a tackle at the 40. Down to the 35-yard line. Still nobody can stop him. Wait for the ball mark. 35-yard line. 22-yard gain by Boudry. Not only does he have outstanding speed, but he's elusive and can shake guys that have hands on him and then just pick that speed right up again. 22-yard gain. First down and 10. Sweep left. Vipperman at the 30-yard line. Gain of 6. $39 yards for Vipperman, 5 carries for Boudry, 100 on the ground, add 57 through the air on 6 touches. Second down and 5, ball on the 31-yard line across the 50, sweep right, Boudry, 30-yard line, has space, and tackle by Vipperman, blocked at the 10-yard line. Got a lead block from Vipperman and then cut inside and then broke one tackle. Couldn't break the final one, but nonetheless gets another 21 yards on the carry. First down and 10. This is the problem. Evanston's offense can get going all it wants, but the defense has been unable to stop Vipperman, usually to the left. Cody moving from left to right. Evanston defending that north end zone. Or the sweep right, certainly, to Boudry. Handoff to Sandoval up the middle, and he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Riley Griggs in on the tackle. Brendan Thompson in on it as well. Second down and 10. Second down and 9. The ball was marked at the 11. They get it to the 10. So a 1-yard gain by Sandoval. Handoff to Sandoval again. Ball's on the ground. It's picked back up by Hayes. He's brought down at the 11-yard line by Bryson Davis, who then picks Hayes right up. He looked like he didn't want to get up, and Bryson said, here, let me give you a hand. 8:26 left in quarter number 3. Third down and 9. Make it back to third down and 10 instead on the negative 1-yard gain. The fumble. And boy, Evanston could have had a second turnover to start this second half. Snap to Hayes, gives it to Sandoval. No, he keeps hold on to it. Breaks a sack attempt at the 20-yard line, still on the ground. Brought down again, Met Gallegos with the 4th sack of the day for the Devils at about the 17-yard line. 4th down and a mile to go, about 4th and 16. Let's see if They go for a field goal attempt. And that's what the setup is for. 4 sacks on the day. Ball placed at the 23-yard line. Kick is up and blocked. It's a live ball if Evanston can get a hold of it. And the Devils will take over possession. Blocked kick. Go back on the replay and someone let me know who had that. 7:25 left in the third quarter, and the Devils bend but don't break, and that's the definition of it when you just want to say, well, they gave up a ton of yards, but in the end, they defended their end zone and then blocked the field goal attempt. Halfway through quarter number 3. David Baxter back under center. Cornea the tailback, Escalante the fullback. Handoff to Cornea right at the middle. Line of scrimmage was at the 19. He got close to the 24-yard line. Gain of 5, half the yardage needed, and right at the midpoint, 5-yard gain out to the 24 for Cornea. As if this offense didn't already rely so much on Tyus. You lose your starting quarterback, and I still have yet to see Seth out on the sidelines. And you can probably just say, all right, let's see what Tyus can do. 2nd down and 5 at the 24. Handoff to Cornea right. Gets out to the 30 as he spins around a leg tackle, falling forward. 1st down yardage. Move the chains. Gain of 5.5, I think. Referees signaling move the chain, and the gang in charge of it finally notices. That puts Cornea over 100 yards. 103 on the day and 34 shy of the 1,000-yard mark, but his team down 1. Everything else can kind of go by the wayside. They're just worried about getting the lead. Handoff to the fullback, Escalante with a no gain at the 30-yard line. Well, if they give it to Pablo again, trending would suggest that he's due for a big one. His first gain was 39, then a 0, then a 13-yard touchdown, and then a 0. 6 minutes left. Evanston down 1. Student section on homecoming night raucous here in Cody, Wyoming. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 30. Baxter under center. Pitch left side. Cornea doesn't have a whole lot of real estate. Tries to cut inside as he knew he wasn't going to get an edge, but still brought down a yard behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 11. And as we mentioned, as if this team wasn't already relying so much on Cornea, you take out the quarterback in Seth Lloyd, and they can pretty much load the box up, 8 men, 9 men, and see what they're going to do. It's not like Evanston runs a whole lot of sweep left, sweep right trickeration like the double wing offense. So once you just watch Cornea and then keep a mind out for Escalante that he could break one out as well. 4 receivers set, 3 to the right side. Pistol, snap, roll to the right side. Baxter, out of options, goes sideline to Perriman, short of the 1st down marker. Went through the hands and beyond Chris Perriman anyways. 4th down, 5 minutes left. Force a punt for Evanston, and that missed extra point. Just the icing on that strange drive that started with a 40-plus yard onside kick, I guess you call it. On-designed onside kick. So Evanston gets 6 free points out of that play, but still down 1, and they're going to need good field position, you think, to get another opportunity unless they open up that playbook a little bit or if Cornea can break one. High punt by Cornea at the 34-yard line is where the roll stops, and Angel Rodriguez grabs it and hands it to the official. 4:51 left. Cody still leading by 1. Good field position for Vipperman and Boudry. Both excellent last drive, but Cody unable to finish. Boudry in motion, takes the handoff, sweep right side. Line of scrimmage is brought down by Bryson Davis and Riley Griggs. He picks up just a little bit, about 2 yards, maybe 3. My eyes deceived me there. 3-yard pickup we'll give him. No, 2 yards. Or 3. I think the ball says 2 and the marker looks like it says closer to 3, so we'll mark it 2. Follow the ball. 2nd down and 8. Boudry supposed to get the handoff. Hayes missed him and then had to run up the field as far as he could. Got to the 40-yard line, picks up another 3 yards. 3rd down and 5. No, 3rd down and 4. Minus 11 yards for Hayes today, and that's just, I think I've missed a couple of the sacks that you get negative yards. So he's a decent runner, but coming in with negative yardage on the season is 16 yards on 22 carries. 3rd down, 2 snap, and handoff to Boudry right up the middle, and he's breaking away. 30, 20, see you later. Cody up by 7, chance to make it 8. 60-yard touchdown run. Charlie Boudry barely even touched. 3:28 left, and that puts momentum back squarely on the shoulders of the Cody Bronx offense. And Charlie Boudry, unstoppable once again. 5'11", 185, and once he gets next to you, you know he's already gone. Hayes setting up for the extra point. It is no good. 27-20. Back-to-back missed extra points by either side has us in a 7-point contest. 3:28 left in the 3rd quarter on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
(27-20) on the Impact Physical Therapy board as we welcome you back to Spike Van Noy Stadium in Cody, Wyoming. Week 5 of the season and a heartbreaking loss for the Cody Bronx on the road last week. 27-7 to Jackson. Took a little bit of wind out of their sails, but they went back to work in practice this week of homecoming week. Coach McFadden said they were focused, and they look like it. Charlie Boudry with touchdown number 4 of the day on 8 carries, 184 yards, and about 240 with the run and the pass. The kick was up and then whistled dead, a flag, and I think it might have been offsides on Cody, a guy crossing the line before the kick went up. Perhaps delay a game? Perhaps the clock's wrong. Nope, delay, offsides, I think. Back him up 5 yards to the 35. Try the kick again. 3:28 left on the clock. Smith and Rodriguez move about 5 yards forward to field at the 20-yard line and the 18. Kick by Gildes to the sideline and out of bounds. And that'll give the Devils good field position to start their drive. Kicking out of bounds, put it about, what, the 40-yard line. Maybe the 35. Got to move it forward farther than that.
Oh my God. Literally give me my Jeez.
They're going to kick it again. They're going to move them back 5. They were already at the 35-yard line. Have to move it back 5 from there. Unless they were offsides again, maybe. And so that negates the kick out of bounds. So move them back 5 more yards and still waiting for a kickoff, and that pushes the deep men back 5 more yards forward. 25-yard line is where they reside. Try the kickoff for a third time. 27-20, the kick team, Cody on top late in the third quarter on their home field and homecoming night. Line drive kick, and oh man, that one looks like it's out of bounds as well. Oh, it's staying just in. And Evanston struggled to get on it. I think they just did. It looks like Angel Rodriguez got there just in time, but he got hit in the process of picking it up, nearly repaying the favor that Cody gave him to start the second half of not fielding the kickoff. And Evanston's drive after all of that will start at the 25-yard line. No time off the clock as that ball was fielded and then immediately downed. 2 receiver set, I-back formation, and Baxter under center. Griggs goes in motion to the left. That's the way the pitch goes. Cornea bobbled it a bit at the 25, cuts back into the 30, drags a man forward and had Pauly on his back, but got out past the 30 to the 32-yard line. 2 yards shy of first down territory. 8-yard carry. That numbered 19 on attempts for Cornea today. 111 yards. That's the unofficial tally. Baxter takes the play from Coach Moore into the huddle. 2:50 and ticking away. Devils down by 7 on the road. I form again. Blitz coming left side. Baxter, fullback handoff to Escalante. Bumbling forward to the 40-yard line. Threw about 2 guys to the side in the process. Picks up 7 on the carry. Make it 8. Well, as the trend continues, another good gain by Escalante. That one the shortest of his 3 positive gains, 39, 13, and 8. But you know the next time you get him, if the trend continues, it's going to be a 0 gain. He's had big gain, no gain, touchdown run, no gain, 8-yard first down run. Lone back set in the pistol form. Handoff. Cornea gets tripped up by his own man, Baxter, trying to receive the ball. And as a result, it's a negative 3-yard run, second down and 13. Ball marked at the 36-yard line. Second and 13, need to get to the 50. Hand off to the fullback, Escalante, and that's not a 0 gain. It's a good one out to the 45. Set it up to 3rd down and 5. Make it 3rd down and 4. They gave him a gain of 9 yards on the play. 59 yards on 6 carries for Escalante. One of Evanston's 3 touchdowns. Cornea with the other 2. 3-back set, essentially. Griggs goes motion right side, handoff that way. Cornea spins around to the 50. Keeps himself up on the air. He would have been down at the line of scrimmage, but a spin move pushed the chains forward. A no gain, goes for 7 instead. Past the 50 down to the 48-yard line. I form. Griggs the tight end. Left side. See if they put him in motion again. Box loaded to the left. They go opposite way. Cornea. Counter play. 40. 35-yard line. One man to beat, and he brought him down. Matt Sandoval. The only guy that was between Cornea and the end zone. Still a great gain on first down and moved the chains once again. 14-yard carry, under a minute to play in this half, or in this quarter. I form again. Griggs Back right side. They go left or straight up the middle. No gain on first down to Cornea. 22 seconds left. Second down and 10, ball at the 34-yard line. Probably the last play of the third quarter. Five seconds left, and Evanston heads to the sideline. 27-20, fourth quarter time. Week 5, week 2 of conference play. Cody at 0-1, Evanston at 1-0 in the conference. Two teams expected to be at the top, or at least in the playoff hunt at the start of the season. And 12 minutes to decide who comes out on top today. We'll be back next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr.
Fourth quarter and 2nd and 10. Pitch left side. Cornea with a lot of space. 30-yard line. He gets ripped down by the face mask. And the far sideline official comes in with a flag. Add 15, and he went spinning around after that tackle. First down coming up, and a gain of 4 yards. Anyways, he went spinning down. Personal foul. Yep, that's 15 yards at the 30. Put it down to about the 15-yard line inside the red zone. 128 yards for Cornea, plus those 15 added on for the face mask. Face mask on either side's got to hurt. It always hurts if you're getting ripped and rattled around, but then to grab a face mask and in this weather on top of it, probably got a stinger. First down and 10, ball marked at the 16-yard line. Two-back set, Griggs tight end to the right side, step behind the line. They're kind of running 2 fullback sets. Counter play up the middle, goes nowhere. Second down and 10 at the 16-yard line upcoming. 11.5 minutes left in the game, just 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. The Devils down by 7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Pablo Escalante with the leader in the clubhouse right now in your precision play of the game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franken with that 39-yard run straight up the middle to set up the first touchdown for the Devils. I-back formation, handoff fake, play action. Baxter rolling back with pressure. Hit as he throws, and Boudry was racing for the ball. It was intended for Chris Perriman. It was never going to get back to him. Luckily for Evanston, it never got into the hands of Boudry either. Third down and 10. 7-point game. You don't know how many more opportunities you're going to get. You need a touchdown for if you're Evanston. Cody Smith out at receiver. Chris Perriman as well. Escalante and Cornea both into the huddle, so look for an eye back. Play getting called in from the sideline. And do we have a timeout for Evanston, or are they getting moved back for a delay of game? No, they're getting moved back 10. 15? Penalty on the offense, and I didn't block in the back perhaps? Oh, intentional grounding. They gave him intentional grounding on that play, I guess. They were discussing that. I don't know. I missed it, but it's second down and 25 to go. Handoff left side. Cornea up the sideline at the 20. And he's brought down right there. Had a lead blocker in front, but couldn't get past the last guy. So gained about 11 on the play. Third down, though. And 14. Corny has just surpassed the 1,000-yard mark with that 13-yarder, has 1,002 yards on the year, 15 touchdowns. But his team down 7 with 10.5 minutes to go on September 28th, last week of the September season as we get down into the second half of the year. Baxter under center, I formation, handoff faked, and it's a sack. Baxter loses the ball, picked up by Cody, and he's running at the 50-yard line, maybe all the way. That's Jeff Williams with it, 20. 10, touchdown Cody. Jeff Williams, the 230-pound junior interior lineman, comes up with the touchdown run on the sack fumble combination. Goes about 80 yards in the process, maybe about 70 with how far Baxter was back. And Cody takes a 2-touchdown lead, 33-24. 33-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, excuse me. 10:05 left. Jeff Williams, one of the most unlikely guys you expect. Okay, who's going to be streaking down the field tonight? Tyus Cornea, sure. Pablo Escalante, maybe. Cody Smith, yeah. Boudry, okay. Vipperman, yeah. Another missed extra point here. But Jeff Williams, the lineman, offense, defense, getting the touchdown. And getting a whole lot of love from the sidelines as he comes to it. 33-20 with 10 minutes left. Evanston getting the ball back, but now down 13. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When you hear Lazy Boy, Serta, and Ashley, what do you think of? Probably recliners, counting sheep, and furniture. Well, now you need to add Kazine's furniture to that thought. What about GE and Simmons Beauty Rest? Don't forget to add Kazine's furniture to that thought. Whenever you think of top-of-the-line brand-name furniture, think Kazine's furniture. From the front room to the bedroom, the kitchen to the office, Kazine's has the furniture you're looking for. Kazine's Furniture on Front Street in Evanston. Ask about 6 months, no interest, OAC. New owners, new inventory, Kazine's Furniture.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
A sack, a gang sack by the Cody Bronx, and then the ball picked up by Jeff Williams and taken the rest of the way. A designed pass play, and it looked like it was one of those draw plays for the quarterback to just get back and then dump it off to an onside kick here on the return. It's bobbled by the Devils. Cody might have just come up with it at the 39-yard line. They say they have it. I think they do. And trying to step on the necks of Evanston right now. Cody has returned an onside kick. Never mind recapping the last drive. Evanston doesn't get the ball back. They fall for the onside kick, the little sneaky one. Guile punched it right down the middle, went through the legs of, maybe it was Met Gallegos, I think. 10:03 left. 33-20. And Cody back on offense. I see Sandoval. I see Vipperman. I think there's only 10 men on the field. Devin Brown comes out, and he'll be the left wing back. And timeout taken by Cody. Yeah, there was only 10 men on the field. That double wing formation is pretty easy to see if you're missing a wing back from up here, and Hunter Hayes saw that as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
33-20 as we welcome you back to Spike Van Noy Stadium, and Cody with the ball after the onside kick recovery. Two wingback set. Early movement by Sandoval goes uncalled. Handoff left side. Vipperman tripped up at the 35-yard line by Angel Rodriguez. Otherwise, he may have gone for 6 more. Give him a gain of 7 on the play. Got tripped up at the 35, made it all the way down to the 31, though. 46 yards for Vipperman on the ground on 6 carries. Handoff left side, Vipperman, but play whistle dead, and neutral zone infraction by Evanston will be an automatic first down. 9:23 left. 2 touchdown deficit. Your starting quarterback is out, and hope starting to eliminate from Evanston's side. After Seth Lloyd got hurt, they left him in for a play and let him throw in. He overthrew Chris Perriman by a mile, and then they took him out. You wonder if he was all there after that hit. Slow to get up. Handoff right side, Sandoval. Inside for a gain of about 20 yards to the 10-yard line. 20-plus yard gain. Depending on where they mark that ball, it is right at the 10, so 17-yard gain for Sandoval. He's at 46 yards on 9 carries. First down and goal, ball just inside the 10. Nose peeking over. 10 in the box for Evanston. Snap, handoff, sweep left side. It was Sandoval looking for an edge, but play whistle dead on a false start. Second down and goal upcoming at the 15-yard line. .8:34 left. Clock stopped. Chain gang throwing their side. Down. You just need the marker. Got to get to the goal line if you're Cody. Handoff, left side to Sandoval. He tries to go left, but stuffed in the middle of the line. Bridger Barker and Brendan Thompson in on the tackle. That was Met Gallegos, rather, and Bridger Barker on the tackle. Ball marked at the 16-yard line. So a loss of 1 for Sandoval. In the shotgun, Hayes takes it, hands off. Left side to Vipperman, I believe. That was a tricky one, hiding the ball. He gets just inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. Third down and goal. 14 to go. Met Gallegos on the tackle. 7.5 minutes left. Cody just content running it with a 2-touchdown lead. Not that they've been trying to throw it all game long anyways, but run it and then run that clock down is what I should have said. Jeff Williams takes his spot at right tackle after getting that touchdown last drive. Handoff right side, Boudry. Big block by Vipperman inside to the 5-yard line. An extra 5 yards gained with Vipperman laying his body out to send Riley Griggs down to the ground, and he is slow to get up at that 10-yard line. Waddling back to the huddle for Evanston to call out. And Griggs looks in pain right now. Flag thrown on the play and picked up. Fourth down. And the ball is at the 5-yard line, so a gain of 9 by Boudry. 193 yards for him on just carries alone, and he hasn't even had 10 yet. Sweep right side. Hayes faked it to him, gives it to Vipperman left side, and he's in. Another touchdown, 5 yards out on 4th and goal. And that breaks the back of the Red Devils defense probably for good. 39-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 6:48 left. And Cody, after going down last week to Jackson, appears to be handing Evanston its first loss of the season tonight. 5-yard touchdown run by Jacoby Vipperman on his 8th carry. Extra point, no good, but what else is new tonight? 39-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, and we'll take a break. Be back in just a bit on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 and online at mylocalradio.com.
We're here to help strengthen our community. Yes, that's right. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we take pride in belonging to our community. We encourage people of every race, gender, and belief to come together and give their all towards the betterment of our community. It's about people helping people. When you join our credit union, you also join a movement. At Trona Valley, we are thankful for our members, member NCUA, trust NCUA, a credit union system that is safe, sound, and secure.
Pick up the pieces and finish this game off as best you can and start looking forward to next week. That's what you got to do if you're Evanston, as they are, barring miracle with 6:48 left in the fourth quarter, going to drop their first game of the year and move to 1-1 on the conference season. It's been a great start to the Devils season, as good as they've had in 10 years or more. But Cody coming back this week and showing that they're still deserving to be toward the top of those Wild Preps rankings. Handoff or pickup on the kick return by Angel Rodriguez. He takes it about 30 yards out to the 45-yard line. Good kick return and nice space, and Angel Rodriguez, a big, strong, fast return man, gives Evanston good field position. Next week is homecoming for Evanston. Green River at home, 7 p.m. That's a team that you knocked around last year when they were ranked number 2 in the state. This year, Green River down in the program, but they, most importantly, are a conference opponent. And you're looking for seeding. You've got Green River, and then you've got Jackson Star Valley, and that's the end of the season. You know you're finishing it with two very tough opponents. You need a win next week at homecoming against Green River. First play, a screen. David Baxter misses his intended receiver. It was, I think, Angel Rodriguez out there. Luckily for the Red Devils, it was not a backwards lateral. It was a straight across play, so when it went incomplete, it was not a fumble. Second down and 10, and will you wait any return or any information on Seth Lloyd, who we did not see come back out? Hope for the best with Seth. Shotgun form, Smith in motion from right to the left side on the slot, handoff to Cornea. He takes it left side, 45, 50. Inside the 50 to the 46-yard line. Third down and about 1 yard to go. 9-yard carry by Cornea. Ball indeed marked at the 46. 6:06 left and ticking down. Evanston down 3 scores. And without much aerial game, without a week of practice with David Baxter, kind of out of options. Just hope for the best with Cornea. He hurdles the line of scrimmage and gains about 7. An athletic move from the senior tailback, leading the state in rushing yards. Went from the 46. There's a flag at the line of scrimmage, though. Have to await that call. Referees conferring at the what would be the new line of scrimmage, the 38. So it would have been a gain of 8. No flag. They're picking it up. 156 the total for Cornea. Again, mentioning he needed, what was it, 134 or 137 to go over the 1,000-yard mark. He's surpassed that. But it will not be a consolation for him tonight as the Evanston Devils have time ticking out on their undefeated season. 2 receiver set, single back is Cornea. And it looked for a second like they were going to run Wildcat with him. Baxter steps back. Now back under center. Handoff faked. Play action. Throw down deep. Has a man downfield, and Perriman, it's caught, but I think it was out of bounds. Flag thrown in the backfield. Evanston looking like they may be moving back, and it is against the Devils. Back them up 5 or 10. Can't quite hear. The microphones on the referees a little bit quiet, especially when I got the headset on. 5:21 left. 39-20. Cody getting revenge on the conference after losing to Jackson last week. See what our latest updates are around the state. Back them up 10 yards. Across the 50. That was, I think it must have been a holding call. Torrington handling Douglas in the fourth quarter, 27-7. Back to play here in Cody. Griggs goes in motion, right side, handoff on the pitch. To Cornea right, to the 50, 45. Bullies a man, stiff arms to the 40. Pyle still driving, getting some help from Ethan Moyer from behind. But it goes about maybe a yard farther than that. 5:08 left, a good play for Cornea to get back to about the initial line of scrimmage on second down and make it 11. Gain of 10, make it 11 on the run for Tyus. Unofficially at 167. Second down and 11, 2 back set. 2 receivers to the right side, and a reverse to Cody Smith. Has David Baxter up in the field, blocking for him. 40, gets to the sideline. 30, 25, hit hard by Charlie Boudry, out of bounds. And I should say that's legal. He was inbounds, but Boudry sent him out. Good run for Cody Smith, but a painful ending. Gain of 16 on the run. First down and 10. 4.5 minutes left. Clock not starting yet. Giving them benefit of the doubt. Clock still not starting. Oh, I guess he was out of bounds, so that'd be why. Cornea takes the handoff, gets to the sideline, outside 20-yard line, and pushed out of bounds about there. Clock stops again at 4:24. Gain of 3 on the play. Cody Smith out of the huddle, replaced by Wagstaff. Perriman on the left side, 2 back set. Griggs a step behind the line and tight end right. Kind of that second fullback. Handoff to Escalante. He gets through the line again, out to the 10-yard line. Just straight up the gut, 10-yard gain for Escalante. Give him 12 on the carry. Or 10 rather. 69 yards for Pablo on 7 carries. He can get a first down without a touchdown. It's just beyond the 10-yard line. I form, handoff Cornea. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, tries to spin around it, and then the Cody tacklers gang up on him. Gain of about 2, maybe 3 on the play. Under 4 minutes to play. Cody will come up victorious tonight. improve to 4-1 and send Evanston to 4-1. Both 1-1 in the conference season. Handoff to Cornea, out to the left side, dive forward to the pylon, and the call just out of bounds. Not quite a touchdown for Evanston. Down to the 1 yard line. That should be a first down and goal. Final 3:25 of the game. Evanston doing what they can. Seth Lloyd, if you missed it, hit late in the second quarter on a broken pass play as he was trying to scramble forward and get yardage. He kind of lunged forward. Did not come out immediately. He was very slow to get up. Threw one more pass and it was way out of bounds, which makes you wonder if they didn't like what they saw out of his mental state where he was. Have not seen him return. I think they kept him in the locker room. It's a cold night out. First and goal at the 1 yard line. To get one score closer, Evanston's Baxter under center. Hands off to Cornea. He's trying to push forward, and so is the line behind him. Bridger Barker gave him an assist, but it doesn't look like it was quite enough. Keep him at the 1 yard line. Pile finally subsides, allowing Cornea to get out from under all of it. Tried again on second and goal. That was carry number 32 for Tyus. Baxter under center again. Pitch left side to Cornea. In for the touchdown. Throws it overhand to the official. A little flick. Clearly frustrated and not that excited about touchdown number 16, as it seems mostly trivial at this point for Evanston. 39-26 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision play of the game, Pablo Escalante, with that 39-yard run to set up the first touchdown of the game for Evanston. And Pablo has won 2 tickets to Aspen Cinema, courtesy of Dr. McKay Franklin. Go see him on Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, if you can't make it in by then, and say I'm your precision play player of the game. Pitch right side on the 2-point attempt, and Cornea stopped short. Lead stays at 13, 2:43 left to play. We'll take a break and be back in just a bit on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
There is no job too small or too big. You'll find what you need at the Lumberyard in Evanston. We carry over 25,000 products under one roof. If we don't have it, we can order everything you need to finish every project, large or small. The Lumberyard also delivers. Make sure you always check the Lumberyard first. Excellent prices, great customer service, and quality products. Now you can even shop online at thelumberyard.com. The Lumberyard, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
Some Butterfinger didn't bother to look, and your car goes crunch. Now it looks like the outside of a salted nut roll. People snicker as you drive down the road. Stop the laughter. Let the Three Musketeers at T-Bar S Body Shop come to your rescue and fix your car. When you drive off, you'll feel like you're skipping across the Milky Way again. You'll think of Matt Rex as the big hunk who came to your rescue. Dents removed, glass chips repaired, and windshields replaced. T-Bar S Body Shop and Glass Repair on County Road, across from the cemetery in Evanston. Sweet.
2 minutes and 43 seconds left in Cody tonight. Evanston will fall to 4-1 on the season. Cody improving to 4-1 on the year. 1-1 on the conference season is all that really matters. And one more undefeated goes down in the Evanston Red Devils. Escalante set for the kickoff, and he tries the onside, and it's downed by Cody. Like Vivit, or Talich rather, Nick Talich on the recovery. Most recent update from Torrington Douglas, and Torrington has a 27-7 lead. Jackson beat Green River, so there will be most likely 2 undefeated teams left as Jackson has completed that. They're at 5-0, and Torrington well on their way to 5-0. Cody, of course, beating Evanston, so there's a couple of one-loss teams in there as well, and add Star Valley to that one-loss list, and that coming out of state to Sugar Salem. They moved to 2-0 on the conference season, 14-7 over Powell. Powell proving to be one of those tough teams they cannot get over the hump outside of they did beat Douglas, but that came in non-conference play. Powell sitting at a very rough 0-2, a great first half against Evanston, and then a 1-touchdown loss to Star Valley today. Worland defeated Rollins, and so that east side matchup, Worland gets a conference win, and Lander turning around on Riverton as I expected them to, and they will pick up a conference win, 35-13 in the fourth quarter. Worland Rollins, that one final, 16-7. They get a chance to re-kick on this onside, and this one goes deeper. Hit at the 29-yard line and picked up at the 15 by Charlie Boudry, the last guy you want to field anything today, and he's out to the 35-40. He found it, and he's gone. No way. This guy has done it again. Touchdown number 5, player of the week, player of the year, Charlie Boudry. Just a junior on an off play. It doesn't even mean anything at this point. He's still refusing to go down. 2:29 left, add 6 more to the Cody offense. Probably stay at 6. No one's made an extra point in it seems like about 4 weeks. No way. Charlie Boudry, 85-yard kick return. Looked like Jermaine Lewis. Anyone remember Jermaine Lewis? Baltimore Ravens kick returner about 2000. That was the way he moved around. Just kind of wait for the blockers, go through, and a good extra point made by Hunter Hayes gets a more than slightly tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic cheer from the student section. 46-26, a 20-point lead. 85-yard touchdown kick return by Boudry. Number 5 on the day for him. And Evanston will receive a kickoff. Still 2:29 left. Do you send your starters back out if you're the Devils, or what do you do here? It's over on homecoming night. Last year, Evanston played spoilers to their homecoming opponent, Green River. Not to be this year. They also beat Powell on their homecoming night. They were all around homecoming spoilers last year. Well, next week it's Evanston's homecoming, and they will be 1-1 in the conference season and in desperate need of a win, with your final 3 opponents being Green River, Star Valley, and the all of a sudden dangerous and scary Jackson Bronx. Go back to Jermaine Lewis. Anyone remember him? About 2000, 5'7" return man for the Baltimore Ravens. They won the Super Bowl that year. That's the way Boudry set it up. He would just kind of wait for his blockers, fake to the left, fake to the right. He was low to the ground, Lewis was, so he was all about agility. Had good speed, but certainly not the fastest guy in the league. Kickoff just barely fielded by Rodriguez. He tries to pull a little fancy footwork himself and go up the sideline. Doesn't get too far. Gain of about 7 and nearly walks over a guy in crutches just trying to run away from it. Must be a freshman. I don't have a number 64 on my roster. That was the guy in crutches on the sideline. Now hearing from his teammates. He was hop along, just trying to get out of Angel's way. He already got a bad left foot, and a guy lands on it. Oh, man, how bad would that be? 2:23 left in this game. Griggs replaced out of the huddle by Rigdon Wagstaff. Single back form, and looks like they have taken their starters out. It's Gabe Morris in the backfield on first down. Jagger Mitchell is playing tight end. No gain, second down and 10. Wagstaff in. into the huddle. Imagine just run it. Try to get out of here. Mitchell's is your fullback, and again trying to look, is that Morris back in at tailback? It is not, it's Kendall Cummings. Fullback handoff to Jagger. He takes it up the middle for a couple. I'll give him 4 on the play. Third down and 2. Third down and 3, rather. Mitchell and Cummings, your fullback, tailback, respectively. Left side, and Cummings drops to the handoff, falls on it. Fourth down, falling shy, but a minute left to go. You just got to maybe you hand it off here. If Boudry's anywhere to be seen, and I think they've finally given him the night off. Here he is, helmet off, 5-touchdown night. No question, that's your player of the night and player of the week. Probably any classifications. Not sure what's going on in 6-man. Maybe someone else got 6 touchdowns down there. But nobody could stop him. He carried the ball. Let's see, what was his final tally on? 10 times. No, that's Sandoval. 9 times, 193 yards. 1 catch, 57 yards. 1 kick return, 85 yards, touchdown. 5 in all. Final 15 seconds and a delay of game, or a timeout rather, called by Evanston. That'll just about do it. We'll have a short post game. We got to get up early tomorrow. And, well, you don't. I have to. I got to get up early and get back to Evanston. We got volleyball. If you're listening pregame, we talked to Coach Tara Lawler. 1 p.m. tomorrow at Red Devil Gymnasium. Evanston versus Jackson, back to Southwest Conference play. And the plan, my plan currently is to roll on in enough time to get set up and go on air for that contest. Not really planning to have much or any of a pregame. Just going to try to get there with enough time to set up and then say, here we are and here we go. They will bring Tyus Cornea back out one last time, and it's as a punter. Who's back to return? Is that, looks like Nick out there. Nick Talich. No, it's someone else out there. Sean Snyder. He goes nowhere. End of the game. Cody, 46. Evanston, 26. Charlie Boudry, 5 touchdowns. And every time Evanston thought they were getting a little bit of something going offensively, Boudry came back and said, well, have you seen this? He did it all. He caught it, ran for it, kick returned. And then Jeff Williams with the play of the night, at least on an unexpected level. The sack fumble, pick it up, run it back for 6. That kind of signaled the end of things for Evanston in this game. The Red Devils drop to 4-1. Cody improves to 1-1. They're back. The Red Devils are at K-Fackrell Stadium next week for a big homecoming matchup against Green River. We'll be back with a quick Red Devil recap and then send you out. And back to music on K9 Radio next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil football on KNYN 99.1 and online at mylocalradio.com.
The first school in Evanston opened in 1870 with 8 students. Since the very beginning, excellence in education has been the goal. Dedicated teachers and staff, board members, and community members have focused on student learning. The Uintah County School District No. 1 has graduated many young men and women who have gone on to be successful, productive citizens, parents, and leaders around the world. Our heritage continues today. Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
When you look good, it helps you to feel good. When you look good, it changes the way others see you and the way you feel about you. To help you look your best, Joe's Modern Cleaners in Evanston offers dry cleaning services. Shirts and slacks and dresses last longer when they are dry cleaned. The colors stay vibrant longer. You will feel your best when you know you look your best. And you will look your best when you have the professionals at Joe's Modern Cleaners dry clean your apparel. Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
The steel fabrication shop at Ellingford Brothers is available for large and small projects alike. We work with individuals. The public is always welcome. And contractors. We design and build one-of-a-kind projects, plus we fabricate loose parts and heavy equipment. And customize Ford and Dodge pickup truck front bumpers, plus equipment, including hitches, trailers, and more. Serving customers since 1936, Ellingford Brothers is reliable, honest, and offers competitive pricing. Call today, 307-789-1515. If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
Superior Rental is Evanston's only full-service rental equipment store. We have what you need to get the job done. Backhoes, trenchers, excavators, air compressors, jackhammers, concrete tools, hammer drills, aerators, tillers, power rakes, forklifts, log splitters, tables and chairs, popcorn, snow cone, and cotton candy machines. Alright, you get the picture. You don't have to own when you can rent. From Superior Rental, 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Welcome back post-game here at Spike Van Noy Stadium on homecoming night. Cody comes away with the win. Let's give you your Red Devil recap. September 28th and week 5 of the football season. Week 2 of conference after a week 1 conference win for the Devils and a week 1 conference loss for Cody. Fortunes flipped on this Friday night as Cody, the home team, ran away in the end, 46-26 on the back of 5 touchdowns by Charlie Boudry. Started off strong for Evanston, a 39-yard rush by Pablo Escalante. Your Dr. McKay Franklin precision play of the game was capped off with a 4-yard touchdown pitch right to Tyus Cornea, the first of his 3 touchdowns today. Boudry answered back in the first quarter with a 37-yard touchdown run of his own and followed it up with a lead on a 20-yard touchdown to close out the first quarter. Cody up 14-7. Tyus Cornea got another 28-yard touchdown run in the second to pull the score to 21-14, and the Devils were driving late in the second quarter, but Seth Lloyd opted to try to get some yardage on a broken pass play and was hit hard and had to be taken out of the game, and that drive stalled with a missed 39-yard field goal, and from then on, it was really kind of just wondering what do the Devils do now. And David Baxter came in and played quarterback for the rest of the second half, the remaining of the first half, and then the rest of the second half. Things started off well for the Devils in half number 2. A weird play, kick up by Pablo Escalante went untouched by the Cody return team, and Evanston fell down on it at about the 28-yard line, and that set up a touchdown for Pablo Escalante from 12 yards out to pull the score 21-20 as the extra point was missed. Charlie Boudry came back with a 60-yard touchdown run and a mixed extra point. That became the theme for the second half, made it 27-20. A sack fumble made it a 2-score lead, and Jeff Williams ran it all the way on a sack by David Baxter of going to Jeff Williams for he carried about 70 yards for the score, and that would kind of be the way it went the rest of the way. A score by Vipperman and followed by a Boudry 85-yard kick return was your final of 46-26. Your final on the Impact Physical Therapy board, and that is your Red Devil recap. We will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. in Evanston as the Devils will take on Jackson on the volleyball court. And that'll do it for us as we need to get ready to leave in just a few hours to go do that. So thanks for listening. I'm Jake Hibbard. We'll be back tomorrow on mylocalradio.com and online at KNYN 99.1 FM.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Red Devil Football. This has been a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Tonight's executive producer is Val Cook. Check out mylocalradio.com for more live and archived games from Evanston and the surrounding area. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors and thank you for tuning in.